Okay, cool. I mean, at this point, it's 11:56 p.m., so like this still technically counts as a Tuesday stream, but at this point it's practically more of a Wednesday stream now, but I'm counting it. Anyway, I've heard good things about this game. Potionnomics. So right now I could say that the main menu music is pretty nice. This actually seems like pretty good like ranting music, so I'm cool with that. It kind of feels like these days I'm like doing streams later and later. I want to change that, but I don't know like when I can change that, but I'll see what I can do. Hopefully maybe by the time I do Fire Emblem Engage, I can start doing streams at a more appropriate time. These days it seems like I'm actually ironically more on like a Japanese streaming schedule. I'm usually up at I'm usually up at the times when like all my friends in Japan are up, and then like I'm always like chatting with them on Discord or like, you know, like just do phone text messaging or something like that. I don't know. These days my schedule is more aligned with that, which is kind of a bummer. It's kind of a pain because like when I want to do like errands or something like that, it's like when I'm actually awake now, stores are closed and shit. So I have to go out of my way to like go shopping or something. Howdy, howdy. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Welcome to Potionnomics. Or at least that's the game that we be playing. Anyway, yeah. Long story short, my schedule's definitely been backwards. I'm totally like Japanese at this point. I might as well move to Japan if I'm just gonna keep this up. Right now it is 4:58 p.m. in Japan, I believe. It's 11:58 p.m. my time, so it's technically 5 o'clock p.m. my time. I actually was literally on the phone with a friend before I started the stream. And it's funny because, like, the entire time through the conversation, I'm like, I had a stream that I should have started. But then it's like, you know how, like, when you procrastinate, like, it gets easier and easier to, like, put it off or something? That was basically me, like, during the entire conversation. Like, I was all like, I have a live stream I should start doing. And then, like, they were all like, should you start streaming? I'm like, I mean, to be fair, it's not like I'm some kind of, like, company-owned VTuber who has, like, 1 million subscribers or anything like that, you know? So it's like, it got easier and easier to kind of just delay it and just kind of get lost in the conversation. I mean, everyone's had that, right? Where, like, you're talking to someone and then, like, you kind of just, like, get lost, you get immersed, right? You just get, like, really immersed in it and you kind of just, like, forget about everything. That was me. That was definitely me. I'm just having too much fun right now. But I couldn't just stream the conversation either, though. Mostly because, like, a lot of personal stuff was being talked about, so I couldn't exactly do that. It wasn't Taka. Was not talking to Taka. Taka still has this weird aversion to, like, internet presence. It took so long for Taka to even, like, make social media accounts. Because, like, you know, everybody has a social media account, and they're like, yo, Taka, like, add me as a friend, but, like, he literally didn't have one. And it's like, he kind of needed to get one, too, because, like, that's how we convert, that's how, like, his coworkers were all conversing with each other, so, like, he actually kind of really needed one. That actually kind of would force me also to get into social media. Like, for the longest time, I didn't have a Facebook, or, like, a Twitter, or something. I eventually got Twitter ever since, like, I started, like, YouTube streaming, or Twitch TV streaming, I should say. Because I started streaming on Twitch TV, and then I moved to YouTube, but I didn't start making, like, a Facebook or Instagram until my work colleagues started making a Facebook or Instagram. And I've heard people make counter arguments to this. It's all like, you shouldn't be forced to get social media. It's like, I mean, if your boss says you have to get one, you gotta get one, right? Like you, okay, the thing is that, like, I hate it when people use age as, like, as a modifier. It's like, I'm too old to have social media, or, like, whatever like that, right? Like, listen, bitch, I have a TikTok, and TikTok is not my generation. TikTok is what, Gen Z, right? That's like a Gen Z thing. Bitch, I have a TikTok. I mean, it's not like I use it, but, like, I have a TikTok so that way, like, I could, like, connect with, like, important people in my life. You know, it's like, you kind of need to do that. That's just the way the world is now. And to deny yourself that because you're trying to be a hipster, it's like, what's the point, right? What even is the point of that? It's the same kind of like people who also lie, and honestly, at this point, I believe people are lying about this. It's like, I don't have email, or some shit. It's like, bitch, what do you mean you don't have email? You must have email. You pay bills, right? Don't you, like, also, like, have cable or something? Well, like, a lot of people these days don't have cable, but usually a lot of people who are claiming not to have email, they're probably, like, older people who also are still paying for cable or, like, a landline phone or something. And these days, it's practically required from companies to have, like, another avenue to contact with you with, right? So it's like you have an email, you have a smartphone or something. Like, bitch, it's probably like saying, like, oh, I don't have a smartphone. I just have a really old phone that isn't capable of text message. Who even says that, right? Like, the very first cell phones did not have text messaging. It's like, are you that much of a hipster? Do you actually legally own a phone that doesn't text message, you know? It's like you can make the argument that, like, you're not into social media, but you still need it for, like, just contacts with other people that are important in your life. Unless you're, like, some sort of, like, massive introvert that doesn't talk to anyone, I guess, or something. But again, work colleagues and your boss or some shit, you know? Like, these days, you definitely just have to have it. You're just forced to have it, you know? Like, and again, like, I've heard the arguments of people saying that, like, I shouldn't be forced to make a Twitter because I don't follow social media. Okay, don't follow it. But, like, if you're being told by your company boss to make a Facebook/Twitter/ whatever social media thingy, and then connect with your fellow coworkers or make a group chat, then you should do that, you know? And you never ever need to ever follow social media, but you're doing it for work-related reasons, so just keep it work-related. No one's forcing you to follow whatever Gen Z or, like, the millennials are doing, you know? No one's forcing you to do that, but are you really gonna look your boss in the face and be like, I'm not going to make a Facebook account because I don't want to join social media? And your boss is saying, we're literally using Facebook, like, to group message each other. Like, that's what we're literally doing. And if you don't join that Facebook group messaging people, then I guess you can't be on the project. That's what we're using it for. You gotta make one. It takes like 2 seconds, you know? It's like, are you gonna be that bigoted and just be like, I'm not gonna do it? It's like, okay then. I guess you're not gonna be on the project. It's like, I guess I can't make you do it, but that means also I'm taking you off the project, you know? I'm taking you off whatever work-related thing this is. I would have you do something else. And that promotion you were asking for, I guess you could kiss that goodbye, you know? Like, are you gonna be that obstinate about it, you know? Are you, like, listen, as someone who also, like, again, didn't really join social media, like, when it first started, like, really making waves, back when it first started, like, again, shit, remember Zanga? Zanga back in the day? But, like, Zanga, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, or whatever like that, you know? It's like, or Twitter, I never got into them when they first came out, but eventually I did because of work-related reasons, and guess what? You know, like, they work, you know, they did the thing they're supposed to. Oh, Line. I remember Line being very popular in Japan, too. You know, I made a Line account as well, like, literally for work, like, a large portion of my work colleagues are still using, like, Facebook group messaging, and we're talking about, like, actual, like, important conversations happening here. So yeah, you know, it's like, that's what we use it for. It's easy to connect to each other, and that's what we're doing it. And we talking about work-related things or whatever, you know? And, like, some of you who don't understand that, it's like, can't you guys use like group text message or something? That's not actually universal. Like, different people have different phones, people have different plans. That's actually not universal. Like, for the longest time, for example, and this was, to be fair, back then. I'm pretty sure it's easier now to do it, but back then, iPhones could not group message with Android phones. Like, they literally could not. I'm pretty sure you could do it now, but I think you had to kind of, like, do a little bit of a workaround for it. Because I remember back then, there was at least, like, these 10 people at one of my previous jobs. Not my current job, but one of my previous jobs, 10 people on, they all have iPhones. And there was one guy with an Android, and he was literally being left out of everything. And it's not because his coworkers hated him, it's just because they all had iPhones, so they were using group messaging. And again, they literally could not add his old-ass Android phone. Because, you know, like, he's one of those people who doesn't really use his phone for other than just calling, which is fair, but he had an old-ass phone, which he literally couldn't even install modern apps on, or whatever like that. And, like, you know, again, he was being left out of everything, and then he was like, yo, guys, how come you're not invite me and shit? And it's because, you know, a lot of things are kind of like spontaneous, and they're like, oh, like, we have it in the group chat, and it's like, oh, can I be invited? And it's like, they literally couldn't invite him because he's on Android. So if they wanted to invite him, like, someone says, hey guys, we're gonna do a thing, he's gonna say in group chat, it's like they would have to make the conscious decision and be like, hey, remember Ted? Somebody needs to personally text Ted that this is the thing. And like, they would always need to think about that. And like, I'm sure Ted's a great guy, but it's like, you know, in the moment, you know, it's like, it's so much easier just to like plop something down in that group chat, and then like, you know, it's like, cool, I reached everybody that needed to be reached, you know? Like, so like, he literally did miss promotions, because again, a lot of work discussion takes place and things like that, and, you know, there was like memes with like managers and sub-directors and shit, you know? He missed out on a lot of those things because he never knew that those things were happening, you know? Because everybody had an iPhone, and he was the only one with an Android, but like, a 10-year-old Android though. Like, the very first, like, not even Samsung, it was like a fucking Motorola T-Mobile, like, 15-year-old Android with like 512 megabytes of RAM or something like that. Like, that fucking old. It's like, it still made phone calls, but like, you know, he couldn't install apps. Oh, and then like, another recent thing too, by the way, and this is, when I say recent, I actually do mean recent. One of my older work colleagues, I say older because like, well, older, but also kind of like a new hire, because like, this old guy's only been with us for like a year, but like, you know, he wanted something to do with his retirement or something like that, you know, like, he was retired, but he just wanted to occupy his time, so he's actually working part-time with us. You know, he worked in a time of punch clocks. That's how old he is. Like, actual punch clocks with like a piece of paper, and you punched a hole in it and shit. You know, like, that's his time, right? Now people have like smartwatches and shit, you know? People also like, you know, work off apps and stuff. And, you know, he's like, how do I see my work schedule? And back in his day, you know, it's like, you either had to ask your boss directly, or like your manager, or like they'd be like a physical person scheduler you would talk to, and maybe they would hand you a piece of paper that had your schedule on it or something like that or whatever. And we don't do that anymore, you know? So it's like, he was like, how do I know my schedule? And then like, my manager, well, not my manager, but like our like district manager or whatever like that, you know, like, he's the kind of district manager that like actually like takes time to like get to know like all the newbies and shit. He was there at the day, and he's younger. He is younger than like this old fart. I say old fart in an endearing way, by the way. But he was like, oh yeah, so like, scan the QR code right there. It'll take you to the download app. You download, you install it, you log in with your employee credentials, and then like, you'll be able to like get to the page that has all your employee stuff, like your like a tab to like set up your direct deposit, a tab to look at your schedule, which is what he was asking for, a tab to also like access the website group messaging, a tab that also tells you the company news, you know, like it will give you everything. And, you know, that sounds efficient, right? Like one spot for everything. And like the moment that he said scan the QR code, the old guy, bless his heart, you know, he was already lost. You know, he was like, huh? Like, what? It's like, are you okay, old man? Did you need to turn up your hearing aid? It's like, no, he heard every word, but like, he didn't understand it, you know? Like, scan QR code, whatever, blah, 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 blah. Like, he didn't get it. So, like, somebody else had to talk to him because, you know, like, the district manager can't be, like, doing stuff like this. You know, he gave an answer, it was a correct answer, but, like, he don't have time to be explaining technology. So, like, someone else had to talk to him, and it was actually also, like, another old person that worked with us. She's a grandma, but, like, she understands tech, though, because, like, her grandkids are in tech, and she wants to be close to them. So she understands tech, so she's going over with him. And, like, I'm kind of, like, watching this whole thing. I mean, not because I'm being, like a busybody, but it's just I happen to be in the same area, and, like, I'm kind of, like, just chilling, honestly. And, like, she's like, okay, so you point your phone, you do this, you do that, you log in, and then he's like, what's my login? And she's like, I can't tell you that. You should know your login. That's what you did when you first signed up. And he's like, I did? And it's like, you know, like, he had, like, one of the office ladies, you know, like, do that with him. And I'm sure the entire time, he's like, you know, like, nodding. He's like nodding his head. You know, he's like, uh-huh. 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 You know, like not to be like an asshole or anything like that. He's nodding his head because, like, he wants the job, so he's nodding his head, but, like, he kind of wasn't really getting it. And the office lady was kind of, like, just typing shit on her computer. Like, that's all he was understanding. And then, like, eventually, you know, like, he's like, okay, so, like, they had to actually go back into the office and talk to somebody else. Obviously not the same office lady, because I think she went home or something, or whatever. And, like, they had to get his login credentials. And then she's like, okay, you log in and stuff. And it's like, if you don't want to remember your login, you can also, like, you know, like, use your fingerprint to also, like, log in as well, because most of it is your fingerprint because it's easy. And he didn't understand that part. He's like, fingerprint? Technology. You know, like... And he doesn't have an old phone, by the way. He actually does have an up-to-date phone, but, like, you know, he doesn't understand, like, what it's capable of. Like, bro has, like, a $600 phone or some shit, you know? So, like, he definitely has an up-to-date phone. But, like, again, like, our old lady had to teach him. And I'm sure they connected because, you know, old lady, old guy, they probably from the same era or whatever like that. Again, I mean that in, like, an endearing way. You know, they come from the same dinosaur era or whatever. So, like, she's teaching him, and, like, they finally get to the part where it's like, okay, so now you're in the app, and these are the buttons you could push or, like, tap on your screen, and here is, like, where you can look on your schedule. And in the same spot, you can even set up, like, your vacation days or whatever like that or something. And he didn't like what he heard, honestly. Like, he was all like, if I want vacation, can I just talk to my boss? And, like, she was all like, do you know what your boss is going to say to you? Your boss is going to say, log into your app or a computer, if you want to do it on your home computer, and log into your account and then make the request through the system. And he was like, he was not understanding it. He's like, why can't I just ask my boss? And she was like, well, everything is logged in. Like, she was understanding, like, the whole old guy mentality, so she had to kind of, like, really explain it to him. She's like, everything has to be logged in these days. Everything needs a paper trail. Or I guess technically it's not paper trail. Everything has to be in the server, in the computer. Like, very little things is actually done on a piece of paper nowadays, you know? Another thing, too, is, like, inflation. And, like, I hate to say it, too, but, like, even simple things like fucking office supplies and shit. It's like, you know, everyone's had to, like, fucking cut back on, you know? Like, I remember back in the day, you know, it's like, it was so easy to get, like, a fucking pen from the office. These days, you open up the locker that everyone's allowed to open up for office supplies. Yo, that should be empty. That should be empty. And, like, it takes, like, a fucking month to get, like, resupplies. Just because, like, we ain't got the money, man. And, like, I work in entertainment, so it's not like I really need a pen most of the time. But it is kind of sad that, like, we got to the point where I don't even bother going in that locker anymore, even though it is for overall access for employees. I bring my own shit. Like, I'm using my own money to be fair, I just go to, like, the Dollar Tree or, like, the 99-cent store, and I just get some really cheapo pen pack or marker pack, and I just have that in my pocket. Like, I don't even rely on that office supply closet anymore, because I know that shit be empty, and I know that I ain't getting anything new. And sometimes I have to write something, you know? And then these days, it's like, to be fair, I can write stuff in my phone, and my phone, I have one of those phones that actually also has, like, a pen attachment, so I can also, like, actually, like, write and not use my fingers. But, like, sometimes I need a pen because I need to sign something. I ain't using my phone for that, obviously. So it's like, I need to sign something. And it's funny because, like, whoever is making me sign something, neither of us have a pen. So it's like, you kind of need to have a pen on you for, like, cases like that. Otherwise, it gets, like, really awkward, you know, or whatever like that. But yeah, like, this old lady was all like, yeah, like, you gotta, everything's gotta be done through either, like, the app or, like, on the computer, which we do have a public access computer as well, because not everything can be done in the app. So we have a public access computer, you log in with your credentials, and then, like, you have access to, like, TeamViewer. TeamViewer, by the way, for those that don't know, it's like a company, I don't know what's a good description for it. It's like a company-wide Outlook, Microsoft Outlook. Shit, that's pretty old. It's like a company-wide, like, website communications board thing that your company uses, and everyone can connect to it. But then, of course, like, everyone has, like, different statuses, so your permissions are going to be different from someone else's. But anyway, like, you know, you can use the computer for that. Either use your home computer, or you could use, like, the office computer set. And this old guy, he has, like, a really old laptop at home. He's got a really modern smartphone, but he has a really old laptop at home, so he probably won't be able to do it at home, to be fair. But that's why we have a company computer for you to, like, log in and shit if you need to do it or something like that. If you gotta do it, like, access some information. But, like, he kept on asking, though, this was kind of sad. He kept on asking, like, where's the paper? Where's the paper? Where's the pen? Which person do I talk to? And she had to keep on explaining. She was very patient with him. Again, probably because, like, they're probably even around similar ages. She had to explain to him, like, there is no person to talk to. The computer handles it. The server handles it. And then, like, it trickles down to the appropriate physical person that will look at it, who probably is not even in our department, who probably is technically not even maybe in the same company. Like, they work for, like, a third-party company or some shit or something. And, like, there is no person for him to talk to, you know, or whatever. Like, for example, like, the way, like, scheduling works for us, at least for where I work, it's like, you literally can't even ask, like, your direct line manager for, like, days off or something. Not because they don't want to give it to you, but because they're not the ones that set the schedules anyway. Like, your line manager can make, like, a request if they want someone to really work on a certain day or something, but that's technically not even in their power, even if they're your direct line manager. That's all up to the server. That is all up for the gods of whim to schedule you in, and then, like, the line managers can make a request, and, like, the server kind of, like, tries to calculate. It's like, okay, so you really want this person here, I gotta, like, shuffle things around or something, if it's possible, or whatever like that. It's like, the director can technically make, like, an oversee, shit, what's the word? The director can technically, like, overcast, like, the server decision, but we're talking about the director here, so, like, this shit better be important, you know? You don't bother the director for, like, scheduling shit. So it's like, you better be important, or you better have an important reason for why you need to override? I think that's what I was looking for. Override the server decision, you know? And then, like, you possibly need to be backed up by maybe 2 or 3 other line managers and why this very scheduling conflict is very important or something. And then the director can, like, override it. But then, like, again, for, like, this new old guy hire, you know, he ain't gonna be just walking up to the director every time, you know? Like, he got shit to do. That's why he's the director. He's He's directing. He's doing stuff. Half the time, like, director ain't even around, you know? Director's probably on a business trip in Italy or, like, across the states or something. Director ain't even here half the time, you know? So, like, the old guy really does need to learn how to use technology, you know? Like, that's just how it is. That's just how it is. And then, like, after they got to that part, he also needed to be explained about the fucking, like, group messaging shit, you know? Like, the text messaging, group messaging, the social media group messaging that, like, we all use, the team viewer, he needed to be talked about team viewer, which is email, but it's, like, it's company email, which is separate from his email or whatever like that, you know? And he had to be explained on all that, and it's, like, his head was, I could tell that, like, his fucking head was spinning, and it's, like, I'm sure in the interview, like, they must have talked about that, but it's, like, I'm sure he nodded his head, which technically means he is lying, that he, like, knew what he was getting himself into. But again, he seemed like a nice old guy. He just wanted something to do. He wanted something to do in his retirement, and this seemed like a decent job to get into. And we did hire him, but now I'm questioning whether or not he's gonna stay. Like, for example, like, there was this other old guy that, like, we hired, like, not too long ago. Not, actually kind of a long time ago. Like a year ago. I still remember him, just because he was, like, such a nice little guy, but, like, he had a thing. He had a thing, like, okay, like, the technology stuff he was fine with, but his specific thing was that, like, he had to, like, constantly, like, get out of, like, the floor. He constantly had to, like, leave or something like that, or whatever, like, either due to, like, I don't know, like, personal reasons, or, like, his hip or something, like, I think it was, like, his knee bone or some shit like that, or whatever. He couldn't stand for long periods of time, and it's like, we told you this in the interview, and you said you could handle it. And he's like, I'm old, like, yeah, I don't know, maybe he thought that he could use that as an excuse, but it's like, no, you need to do this, and that's why we hired you, and if you can't do it, I guess you can't work here, you know? And it's not about being unfair, it's about signing up for a job that clearly has, like, responsibilities on there, and you gotta do those responsibilities, and you just can't pull the I'm too old card, or I don't understand card. If you didn't understand what the job was in the first place, then why are you even here, you know? You said you could handle it. And your credentials technically checked out because, like, you either had, like, prior job experience back when you were, like, 30, Mr. 60-year-old or whatever like that, you know? And you had good references, but you gotta keep up with the times, though. You gotta keep up with it. And if you can't keep up, if you can't be flexible, then I guess, I don't know, you just can't be here, you know? You know, everything is technology based nowadays. That's why that annoys me when, like, I often get told that, like, I don't have an email, I don't have, like, a credit card. Yes, I've heard that before, that I don't have a credit card. So, like, I'm not, like, a desk clerk, I'm not, like, a office lady or like that, but I overhear these conversations, and I always feel sorry when I hear them. Like, I'd be walking, doing my thing, right? Like, I'm on the job. I'm actually for once, like, not, like, chilling. I'm not kind of just slacking or whatever like that. And, you know, like, I hear, like, one of the cute, desk girls, like, you know, trying to sign someone in, and she's like, you know, like, okay, like, on the pen pad, I need you to insert in your email, and I need you to insert in your like, home address or something like that, you know, because, like, you know, again, things aren't on a piece of paper anymore, you know, like, now it just goes directly to the system. And, like, she literally had this guy saying, why am I gonna give you my information? It's like, I mean, that's how the account works. Also, we have to send you, like, your pamphlet and your flyers and shit, so that's just how it works. And, you know, like, yeah. And he's like, I don't gotta give you my information. I know you guys sell it on the black market. I ain't gotta give you shit. But then, like, you know, he wants the account, though, because, you know, he wants, like, discounts, and he wants, like, the membership perks and things like that. But, like, he literally doesn't want to give her anything. And it's like, that's not how this works. It's like, bitch, do you not use Amazon? Do you not use eBay or some shit? Do you not buy anything online? Surely you must give any of these companies your online credentials, you know, like your home address, your you know, your credit card information or whatever like that, you know? And it's like, he doesn't want to give her anything, and she's like, then I guess we can't give you a membership. But he kept on demanding a membership. He's like, give me a card. And then she's like, you know, like the card that you get, it's not like a generic card. It actually like has to get made because like it'll have like his personal name on it, and it'll have like his, again, it'll have his credentials on it. Like every card is actually like specifically made for like each person. So that's why like they need that info. And again, like there's like extra stuff they had to give you too, but like he didn't want to do it. So like she had to like give like, she had to call a manager. And it's funny because like, again, like I'm kind of like doing my thing, but then like I'm kind of like low key getting distracted. And then like it's funny because like the family that I was helping out with, you know, they actually kind of like because this guy was yelling, right? This guy was yelling. Like they actually started kind of like getting interested too. And this was like a fucking Gen Z family, right? So like the husband, the bro, he's like, yo, I kind of want to see where this goes. And I was like, oh, thank God, because I kind of want to see where this goes too. And he's all like, oh yeah, let's all watch. So like I'm here with this fucking Gen Z family, and we're all just watching. And the wife was like, do you know like that particular like girl? I'm like, oh yeah, that's Cheryl. She's a cutie. She's a cutie. She's really nice, but I feel sorry for her right now. And like she had to call a manager, and manager walked by. He's super pissed because I'm pretty sure he was on his lunch, but then like, you know, like, hey, it was like this was an emergency case or whatever like that. And then the guy just started yelling his head off. He's like, I don't gotta give you nothing. You gotta sell my information or whatever like that. I don't gotta give you nothing. And then like, also like, he was also trying to pull like the I'm too old card too, even though he didn't look that old. I'll say he at least looked like late 30s. Late 30s, possibly like early 40s. He did not look that old, right? He looked like he was at least born like in 1980 or something. Assuming that's how old he really was. Or maybe he was actually young, but then maybe he's just like, he looks older than he is. Which if that's the case, then he definitely doesn't have an excuse. But, like, you know, he's like, what do you mean pin pad? I don't understand this pin pad. It's like, bitch, I just saw you with your fucking $1,000 smartphone. Don't tell me you don't understand how a pin pad works. It's a touchscreen. Just fucking touch it, you know? Like, don't you act like you don't know, you know? But, like, and the thing is that, like, I'm kind of like, I'm not even saying this in my head. I'm kind of like just saying this out loud, like at a whisper level. But, like, the Gen Z family I'm with, like, they're all hearing me. And it's like, we all kind of, like, whispering amongst ourselves, you know? We're like, look at this guy. Look at this fucking asshole, right? And the manager was all like, sir, this is how the membership thing works. You just have to put in your info. He's basically saying the same shit that, like, you know, like the office lady girl was saying, you know? And, you know, he's all like, I don't gotta give you shit. I want my discount. I want my perks. And, you know, like, he's all like, well... And then, like, this is when, like, he busts out, like, the boss attitude, right? Because now he ain't taking that shit no more, you know? It's like, bitch, where do you think you are? You in Vegas, man. You in fucking Vegas. Like, right? Like, we ain't taking that shit. Not from you. It's funny, actually. I remember reading this, I think, last year. Did you guys know that Las Vegas was voted, like, in top 10 of, like, rudest, people that live there? Or something like that, like rudest tourist attractions or something. I think like Las Vegas was like number 6 or like number 7. Wait, not even then. I think we were actually number 3 in America or something, you know? And I guess when you think about it, it kind of makes sense. We're Sin City. You can't imagine Sin City to be rainbows, puppies, and butterflies. We ain't fucking Disneyland, man. We are not. You know, we tell you how it is. Another thing too is that like, you can't even say the customer is always right, because at this point, he's technically not even a customer right now. He hasn't given us his money or anything like that yet, you know? if anything, he's like a brand new customer who wants to give us his money, except technically not, because he wants discounts and perks without signing up for anything. So the manager brings out the boss mode, and he's like, well, sir, then I guess you don't get anything. So please vacate yourself, so we can help out the next customer in line. And he's all like, oh, I've never been spoken like that in my entire life. And I'm all like, really? You never been spoken to like that in your entire life? Not even by your parents? Like, were you coddled as a child? Like, shit. You know? I don't know. And it's like, me and this fucking Gen Z family, like, we're kind of like chuckling to ourselves. It's like, oh, yo, boss man, he laying down the law now. And like, it wasn't just this guy by himself. It was like him and like a buddy, but like his friend was kind of drunk because he had a beer bottle in his hand. So like, I don't think he fully understand what was going on. He was just letting his friend do all the talking. But like, I could tell that low key, he was even getting like a little bit embarrassed. You know, he's all like, yo, bro, like, come on, man, bro, you know? And like, the manager is like staring down the dude, you know? He's like, yeah, we can't give you a membership or anything unless you put in your information on the touchpad. That's just how it works, you know? That's just how it is. And he's all like, I'll like take my business elsewhere. You just lost yourself a customer. I was gonna spend $1,000. And it's all like, I highly doubt that. Again, I'm saying all this shit out loud, you know? I'm all like, I highly doubt that. Like, who's gonna spend all that money? He's just saying that. He's just saying that. And the manager, literally with a sandwich in his hand, by the way. He has a sandwich in his hand, so I'm pretty sure he was on his lunch. He had a Subway. He had a sub in his hand. He's all like, bye. And then he just took another bite. He took another bite out of his, like, sub. And the guy's just offended. He's like, I'm out of here. I'm out of here. And then, like, I heard, like, on our little, like, radios, for security to be called. Not to technically, like, haul him away, but to keep an eye on him, because he seemed like he'd be a troublesome person. So, like, it's like a stealth. It's like a stealth escort. It's not like a real escort. It's like a stealth escort. So the security, they stay within, like 50 feet away from, like, a troublesome customer, because they haven't technically done anything yet, but they might. So, like, they kind of, like, just follow him around until, like, he actually, like, vacated, like, the area, and then, like, we were in the clear. And then, like, the manager was like, okay, cool. So that took like 20 minutes of my time. So I'm gonna add 20 minutes to my lunch. So, yeah, bitches, y'all can handle this, right? And that's how he talks too. He literally says like, yeah, bitches. Like, which is like, cause that's like my kind of manager. That's kind of the way how I talk too anyway. And like, I do control my speech when like I'm in work mode, but like I control my speech depending on like who I'm with. So like, for example, since I was with a Gen Z family, oh yeah, I'm cussing with the Gen Z family. But if I'm like talking to someone who is like an Amish person, like from like the fucking 60s, and like I bring down my vocabulary to like talk to such people. So like anyway, like manager leaves, and then like I see Cheryl like kind of like just like rub her temples or whatever like that. I'm like, oh man, I feel sorry for her. And then the Gen Z family I was helping out with, it's like we kind of like was sitting there watching the entire time that like they kind of forgot like why they were having me help them in the first place. But they were invested at this point. They're like, let's go see how Cheryl's doing. I'm like, hey, sure, why not? Let's go. And then like all 5 of us like went over to the desk clerk area, you know, because like she didn't have a line anymore actually. And I'm all like, yo girl, you okay? You okay? And she's like, did you see that, Tetsamaru? Did you see that? And I'm like, yeah, girl, I saw it. Me and my guest here, we all saw it. You cool? You cool? And she's like, I need a break, but I have to wait. I had to wait until like Terrence comes by because like I can't leave the station or whatever like that. I'm like, oh man, where's Terrence? You know, where that fucker at? You know, it's like. We basically like talked to her for like 5 minutes, just kind of like, bringing her down for a bit, so that way like she's not like in such a bad place until like Terrence came by, so like she could go on break or something. And then like we proceeded to tell Terrence like everything that happened. And then afterwards, then like I kind of like got back to like work mode, and then like I helped out like the Gen Z family with like directions and shit. I took them over to like a convention center. Told them like where they can like drop their kids off, because like there's like a babysitting area where they could drop the kids off and shit like that, you know. It was a nice family, nice Gen Z family actually. It wasn't cringeworthy too, because usually when I work with like Gen Z families, it's like at my age I kind of feel like the cringe or something. But these guys are pretty cool. We actually talked anime. We talked a bit about anime actually. They talked about like Chainsaw Man and shit and like Attack on Titan. And I was like, yeah, it's okay. I saw like the first season. I wasn't into it or whatever. But like, you know, it's cool. It's cool, whatever. You know, they were a little bit like in the hipster kind of category of like anime watchers, it felt. Because they were all like, they're like, well, you like Dragon Ball or something? I was like, well, I mean, I do like Dragon Ball, but I don't just watch shonen. I don't just watch shonen crap. I go see other stuff as well, of course, but I do like Dragon Ball. I dabble in the Dragon Ball fanfics and shit. You guys ever heard of Dai Tomodachi or like Devil Artemis? They make some pretty cool DBZ fan animations. And then I proceeded to show them my smartphone, and I showed them my YouTube subscriptions. I actually got them to subscribe to Devil Artemis because like they're like, yo, this guy kind of slaps, and I'm like, yeah, he does, right? It's kind of funny. Yeah, I got them to subscribe and shit. And then after that, it was like time for my lunch. So I was like, all right, well, you guys cool? You guys cool? It's break time for me. And then like they thanked me for my time, and then I went to lunch. That was kind of a fun little half a shift right there. Yeah. Fuck my ass. Fuck my ass. I haven't even played Potion. I haven't even played Potionnomics yet. I've just been in rant mode this entire time. I don't know how I got to this point. I just got really self-distracted there. But anyway, yeah, I want to get to this game. This seems like a very, very interesting game, so. Alright. Let's get to this. Let's get to this. Oh, cool. This is one of those games where, like, it changes your mouse cursor. For some reason, that still kind of amazes me when I see again they change your mouse cursor, because, like, not every game does that. It's such a small thing, but I think every game where, like, if you do predominantly use your mouse, they should change the mouse cursor. Not every game does that, though. It's one thing if the game was, like, you're meant to play it with a controller. It's one thing if it doesn't, but it's another thing if it does, you know? Come to think of it, can I use my controller? I have my controller plugged in just to see if it works. It's not working. So I guess this is a mouse game then. This seems to be a mouse game. Oh, credits. You know, it's kind of funny. Back in my day, you had to fucking unlock credits. Like, you couldn't just watch the credits first, which is, when you think about it, is kind of asinine. It's like, why would you need to unlock the credits, right? Why would you need to unlock it? So, these days, it does seem like you could just watch the credits right away. I had to push the escape button for that. I couldn't just click. I tried clicking there. Alright. Ferocious Games, Xseed Games, licensed and published by Xseed, Marvelous USA. Cool. Very, very fancy, very fancy sign right there. I like it. Reduce stress by hanging out with friends, heroes, and other vendors. Cool. So, yeah, this game is kind of like, it kind of feels like a more modern take of Recetear. That's what it feels like. Except, like, not as weeabo. This is like Western. It's like Western take on Recetear. That's what it feels like to me. My dearest Sylvia. Greetings from Rafta. It's here in this charming island that I'll build my potion shop, fulfilling my lifelong dream. I hope that one day you'll be able to see it. Can I push buttons here? Nope. Oh, yes, I can. All right, cool. Now I can push buttons. I'm among the very first to set foot on the island since Maven and the Witch Queen fell in battle. Her unsanctioned experiments made this land like no other. Who knows what riches await me? I'm a controller character. I'm a controller guy. Love to your mother. Tell your father he still owes me money. Your uncle, Oswald. Oswald. Whoops. Hold on. I accidentally clicked out. There we go. What the hell? What the... I'm just making sure that like, I don't accidentally have like Joy-2 key on or like some sort of other program on my computer that takes control of my mouse. But yeah, I'm using my PS4 controller right now. Dearest niece, thank you for sending me your potion. Sadly, it must have spoiled in transit, unless you meant for it to taste like old cabbage. Anyway, keep at it. It warms my heart to think you might follow in your old uncle's footsteps. I see he's got like a nice old red beard, red long flowing hair. He's even got like a mustache thing going here. After mountains of paperwork and months of construction, my potion shop is finally reality. We open our doors tomorrow. Wish me luck, although what could go wrong? Sincerely, Uncle Oswald. Sylvia, if you're reading this, it means I'm dead, which isn't great. Oh, I see what they're doing here. So, like, they're purposely, like, obscuring his face so we don't see what he looks like. Yeah, it definitely, it's one of those, like, money management games, which is what interested me, because, like, it's really hard to do that correctly. Because, like, that's why I liked Recetear, because it was, like, an anime. It was, like, an anime-styled, like, business game or something. And this game looks like it's a Western take on that. But at the same time, though, like, I don't want to play, like, fucking economics a video game, you know? Like, I don't want just numbers. I obviously want cute animations and graphics and things like that. Like, did you guys know that, like, back in the fucking 90s, it was actually quite common for them to make politics games? Like, literally, it was quite common to make fucking games about presidents and shit back in the 90s and 80s. It's like, why would someone want to play a game like this, you know? I think there was literally like a fucking election game too, like back in the 80s about like two presidential candidates or something, like a Democratic Republic kind of game or something. It's like, who would buy this? And who would buy it for their kid? You know? So as long as this game is in pure economics, then like I'm cool with it. More to the point, it means I've died without an heir. Oh, that poor Uncle Oswald. He didn't have no wifey. So no wife, he never got married. That's kind of shit because I'm looking at him. I'm looking at him right now. Yo, guy seems kind of like a stud. Like, he seems pretty cool. He's got like that chiseled chin. He has like a styled like mustache. He even got like he looks like he trims his beard too. Like, he looks clean. He actually looks pretty clean. It's kind of weird that why he didn't get married then. He could have got himself a fine wifey. Or maybe he was a workaholic. That's the thing, too. Like, sometimes you can meet people that actually look like supermodels in real life, but then, like, you're like, why aren't you married yet? And then you find out they're workaholics, though. You know, it's like, that's all they do. All they do is work. I implore you, Sylvia. Don't let this be the end of my shop, my dream. Come to Rafta, accept your inheritance, and show this town what our family is capable of achieving. You can do it. Dearly departed, Oswald. You know what, though? Like, that's smart of him, because, like, it means that, like, he basically made a will, right? Like, he's young, too. That's another thing, too. So, like, he died young, then. He died young, but, like, he was, like, smart enough, or he was, like, he planned far ahead enough to make, like, to write different letters, so that way, like, in case he did die, then, like, his niece, I guess, could, like, get a letter from him or some shit. Ah, this is one of those kind of games that, like, uses, like, its own language or something like that. Unless it's, like, Wingdings or something. Which, I'm pretty sure this is not Wingdings, but, like, this might be, like, a Wingdings kind of thing. I don't know. I've always thought it was pretty interesting for, like, game developers to, like, go as far in their lore. Or, like, fanfiction people to, like, fanfiction writers to go far in their lore to make up their own language and shit. I've always thought that was pretty interesting. I want to say that those people are crazy, but then, like, I'd be in that crazy group, too, because I've done that as well. Like, I remember, like, one of, like, my really old original stories I made back in high school when I was trying to make manga. It's, like, I did make my own language. I made my own language along with, like, its own alphabet system. I could always refer to that, because I still have the notes from, like, that old story I wrote back then. If I ever want to, like, make that manga into a thing. Or at least, like, borrow from it to make a new manga. Sylvia, please accept our firm's condolences for the recent loss of your relation, Oswald. Per the terms of Oswald's will, you are the lawful recipient of his property on the island of Rafta. However, given the island's remote location and unusual history, such an inheritance must be claimed in person, or else it will be deemed forfeit. We hope this inheritance offers some comfort in your time of mourning. Considering the significant sum your uncle borrowed from our establishment, it's certain to be an impressive piece of property. Ha! Cute animation. Potion brew an extra 2 time slots overnight. Main character looks cute. Okay, this place is not all I hoped for. Yo, look at that fucking chair. You can see the cotton. And you can see that, like, it was even fixed, too. Like, the sewn marks are there, too. So, there's patches. There's fucking patches on this shit. Yeah, this place is run down. One thing I've always found kind of funny about these kind of games that do the whole poverty thing is that, like, everything else looks like shit. But the one thing that's still working is, like, whatever it is you need to make the business run. So it's like, in this case, like, it's a potion game. So it's like, everything else is going to be shit, but we're still going to have, like, a workable, like, potion brewing stand. Or, like, if you have another poverty game where it's, like, I don't know, like you're cooking or something, it's like, the restaurant will be totally, like, torn down, but then, like, your oven, though, you have, like, a working oven at least. But then everything else would be shit, though. Like, your tables be falling apart and crap. But hey, at least you can cook food. But this could work. This could still work. I can make this work. I just need to air it out a bit and chase off the bird that I saw in the rafters. Good thing I've got a broom. Forgive me for an intrusion. I wasn't expecting to have the opportunity to act on Walswood's will so soon. Yeah, it seems like he really did die young. Okay, I see one thing that's kind of bothering me right now. So I noticed that, like, look at the main character, her animation, like her last stance, I would call it, it jumps. It jumps from one stance to another without, like, a transition, without, like, a movement transition. It's kind of irksome to me. I can live with it, but, like, it's what I've been noticing about the animation. Whenever I proceed with the dialogue box, that's what I've been noticing it. Yep, I noticed it on her too. This Helen Witch girl, I saw it on her. So if I were to, like, take a stab, like, development-wise, I guess the way the developer made this game is that, like, when the characters are in their idle animation for, like, their last emotion or whatever, when you go into a new box, it automatically starts playing, like, the next animation. But, like, the frame 0 of that animation is a different frame 0 from the previous animation. So, like, it's like a jump cut. It's not, like, a clear movement or anything like that. I could come up with a few ways you could fix that, honestly. So that way it's not as jarring. I can think of a few ways to fix that. But I'm sure they just wanted the game to be finished, so, like, it wasn't high on the priority list. We have some business discussed. But first, I should offer my condolences to the loss of your uncle. Thanks, but I didn't really know him that well. All the same, it's a pity, particularly since he left behind such a substantial debt. Yep, here it is. So this is the entire reason for the game. The entire game is based off the debt, basically. As his designated heir, responsibility for the debt now falls to you. So, I remember actually talking to a lawyer about this one time, about, like, family debt or something. It's like, what if, like, you're not close to, like, whoever that person is, right? Like, what if it's like an estranged, like, aunt or uncle, or what if it's like grandparents, but, like, you didn't like them or something, and then they left it in their will that they leave everything to you? It's like obviously that includes debt. That always does include debt. But what if you don't want it though? Like, what if it's like, hey, like, we leave everything, like, in your name, but you don't want it though? It's like, can you do that? And I spoke to, like, several lawyers about this, and it's like, you can do that, for the most part. Like, but you do have to make it clear though. You got to make it clear to, like, whoever, like, is doing the will or something like that. Like, you know, they'd be like, hey, like, this is like your Aunt Sally, and she's leaving you all her shit. And then you gotta tell the will person right then and there. You're gonna be all like, yo, I'm gonna stop you there for a second. I don't want any of Aunt Sally's shit. I don't want, Does this actually happen? It does, actually. It happens more often than you think, which is kind of sad. Because, like, usually when someone dies, like your grandparents or something like that, or like a relative, and they leave everything to you, everyone gets excited for, like, the inheritance. But people always forget about the debt, though. Because you always inherit the debt. That's one thing you always have to remember. You will always get the debt. And now that you accepted the inheritance, that means you accept the debt as well. However, if you truly did not get along with that person who is giving you, like, the inheritance, and to be fair, it doesn't have to be a family member. It could just be, like, a friend or something that's giving you the inheritance. Like, maybe someone that you personally knew. You can deny it. You can deny the inheritance. And that is legal. That's within your legal right. At least in America. At least in America, it's legal. It might be different in other places, but in America, it's legal. And you do have to tell the person that. Like, the person doing the will. You gotta, like, stop them. You gotta be like, yo, wait. I didn't like this person, so I don't accept it. I do not accept the inheritance. And then, like, they're going to ask you. They're going to ask you a couple times. Like, are you sure? Are you sure you don't want it? And it's like, you gotta say, like, I'm sure. I don't care about this person. I actually hated this person. I don't know why this person's leaving me their shit, but I don't want their shit. I would rather just out of sight, out of mind, basically. And then, like, usually what happens at that point, like, for the banks and shit, like, banks or government loans, is that, like, they're basically just gonna auction off. They would just be like, okay, like, the one heir, like, doesn't want it then, so, like, it's not their responsibility. So, in order to recoup our losses, whatever items that this person had, not that they're dead, we're gonna auction it off. We're gonna auction it off, we're gonna sell it, and we're gonna, like, try and make our money back. And that's what they would do. So basically, the only reason to accept the inheritance, if the person does have a debt, is because you have an emotional connection to that person. Like, you had to be like, oh, like, this was my father's, workshop, you know? It's like, hey, like, my dad was a mechanic, and, like, this is his workshop, and I want it. And, like, I know that my dad was in debt, but, like, I will take that responsibility, because, like, I think his workshop should stay or something, or whatever. Like, same thing too for his house. Like, if he leaves everything to you, you know, it's all like, oh, like, that's his house, and I want his house. But then again, if his house wasn't paid off, then you take that too as well, you know? Like, the house was half paid off, so now you gotta pay off the other half. If not, though, then, like, whoever owns the house, or which I guess is the government at that point, then they would just sell the house to somebody else and, like, try and recoup their losses for the loan or something. So that's usually how that works, as far as America's concerned. I know that in some places, though, I think, like, China might be one of them. It's like, if you're family, they kind of force it on you, like, you have to take it. I'm not sure what the full law for that is, but I think in Korea is the same way, too. In Korea, if you're family to, like, a random estranged cousin that you didn't know about, and they didn't have anyone else, like, if they didn't have any more immediate family, and you're, like, a distant relative, then, like, you take it, or something like that. But I know that in America, you could deny it, though. Like, despite the blood relation, you know, like, even if you have blood relations with someone, you know, you could be like, I don't want it. I don't want it. Don't give it to me, you know? But some places do force it on you. You know, it's like, hey, like, you're blood related. You got like 5% blood to this one person. So, like, you had to take everything they have now, you know? And that includes their death. That includes that as well. You know, so you're all like, I don't give a shit. You can't say that. You know, they force you to take it. I know this was, like, also, like, this game looks like it's, like, a medieval. This looks like a medieval setting. So I know that, like, in this kind of setting, that's what it would be, too. It'd be a family thing as well. Like, it'll be like, oh, like, your great Uncle Bob. You know, it's like, you were, like, his last living relative. So, like, you have to take it now, or some shit. Even if you didn't know him. Because we got witches, man. We got witches. What? Really? I didn't know that's how that worked. But I guess that's fine. I'll be making money now that I got the shop. Excellent. Would you like to pay the full balance of 1 million gold now? What? I like how animated. She's very animated. I like that. I take you to prefer to set up a payment plan. But that's so much code. You could build 5 shops with that much gold. What in the world did Oswald do with all of it? Mismanaged it, to judge by appearances. I have his contract name here, if you'd like to look it over. That fine print is very fine. What did you just do? I invoke a soul binding, which transfers all sorts of rights and obligations to you. Make your payment on time, and this shop is yours. Wait, did she like soul bind that contract? That's kind of cool, but that's kind of scary. That's scary at the same time, though. Imagine if that's how banks did it too, right? Like, you got a loan for like your house, you know, and then like the bank, they had like a paper contract, and then like they fuse it into your being or whatever. It's like, until you pay off your house, you're our bitch now, you know, you gotta pay this shit off. Default on the loan, however, and forfeit the property, and will be legally obligated to work for us until such a time when we deem your debt repaid. Oh shit, that's slavery. Yo, that's legit slavery right there. So now that she accepted, like, the inheritance from her uncle, like, she's all like, yo, like, if you, like, can't pay, and then, like, if you forfeit the property, it's like, that won't be enough to pay off the 1 million gold debt, though. So now you're gonna work for us. Yeah, that's straight up slavery right there. That's like indentured servitude. That sounds bad. I'm confident that you have everything you need to succeed, and in fact, here, I'll get you started. Sell me this old potion, so I can be your first patron. Yo! Yo, that looked gross! Oh my god, is that mold? That's like a spider web, mold, yo. I know that's supposed to be like a health potion, but I feel like I would lose HP drinking this health potion. I really do feel like I'd lose HP right here. Actually, I've always wanted to have an RPG game with that kind of system, where like potions actually have like some sort of like sell-by date or something from like vendors, and like the player character, like you, the player, you can buy bad potions, and then the potion would actually like not be good or something. But then like at the very beginning of the game, like, I'd go easy on the player, and every potion would be good. But then later on, though, like, you would at least have a party member that can tell you how good a potion is or something. Like when you buy a potion and it's bad, the party member would be like, yo, this potion's expired. But then, like, it would depend, though. It'd be like, oh, it's expired, but, like, it'll still heal you. It just won't heal you as much. Or it'd be like, yo, this potion is so old that it's poison now. So maybe you could use it to attack enemies with it or some shit. Like, that's what I would do, like, for, like, an RPG system, if I ever got around to making the game. It sounds like an interesting system, you know? Okay, so here's the part that I saw before. So, like, now this game, it'd be like a, this game be like a card, kind of like a card thing. That would solve hoarding? It would, yeah, it totally would. It totally would. Raise the customer's interest and fill the bar to increase the potion selling price. 10%. Minimally interested. Impatience. Customer loses 1 patience this turn. This value increases by 1 after every turn. Cannot be removed. So right now it's infinite. It's got the infinity symbol because this is a tutorial. That's what this is telling me. This be the tutorial right now. Attempt to raise her interest in the potion. Flail in your attempt to raise her interest in the potion. Blunder your way. 0% stress. The current odds of drawing stress and card whenever a card is drawn. Cards in your deck pile. So right now, all my cards are technically the same. They all got, like, that same picture where, like, she's, like, got a headache because, like, she's still new to this. Oh. What do I do? Oh, there you go. It's a potion. Wait, you knew that. Okay, I see what the game was telling me to do. So I actually have to drag it. I guess that's good, because that way, like, I can't accidentally click on something. So I had to, like, physically, like, pull the card out, like it's if it was a real card. It's pretty good, probably. I think you'll like it. Wait, no. End turn. Alright, Kaiba! I, Yugimoto, end my turn. The stress is getting to me. Oh, she's got a little crying emote. That's cute. Panic. If in hand at the end of turn, increases stress by 20. If in hand at the end of turn, increases stress by 20. Despair. If in hand... Oh. So I probably don't want these cards. An unplayable card in place of a haggle card due to stress. Oh. Oh. Okay. I get it. Damn, that sucks. That sucks. So I can't do anything with these. I assume that, like, in the future, I might have abilities to get rid of these cards. Because, like, it says that they're unplayable. But just because they're unplayable doesn't mean there's not a way to get rid of it, you know? So it's like, there must be some ability I can have in the future. Where it's like, I just, like, can, like, subtract these cards from my hand or something. So this means I have a 40% chance of getting a stress card. That's what this is telling me. I have a 40% chance. And right now her patience is 7. If the customer patience hits 0, the customer will leave without buying the potion. So she started off with 11, and now she's at 7. Okay. So now I went to 100. I went to 100% stress. So yeah, so that's Sylvia just conking out now. All right. I get it. I get it. I'm too stressed to function. Well, I trust you get the hang of it. You have a full 10 days before your first payment is due. Yo, what? Spoken like a true loan shark. Spoken like a true loan shark. In a way, this is actually kind of better, I think, compared to Recetear. Because, like, I think in Recetear, if I remember right, I think Tear, she would just end up being homeless if she couldn't pay off her dad's debt or something. In this one, though, like Sylvan, she ends up having to work in indentured servitude to pay off her uncle's debt. So it's like, what's worse, being a slave or being homeless? It's like, at least if you're homeless, you could, like, try and get, like, another job or something. Like, you know, like, I don't know, be like a in-home maid, find, like, some kind of, like, aristocrat to work for or some shit, you know? But if you're in indentured servitude, like, they got you, man. They got you if you're in the indentured servitude. I'll be seeing you, Sylvia. Good luck. Of course, this would happen. I never should have come here. What am I gonna do? A voice from above. Oh, shit! At least I'm assuming it's oh, shit. Huh? Ow, my hip! Talking owl. Hoot hoot! I heard that. You can talk. Well, of course I can talk. You must be new here. This is Rafta. Where is a strange commonplace and the birds are chatty? And what are property laws like in Rafta? Because I'm pretty sure you're trespassing. I live here, actually. If you call it living, eating scraps, hiding in the shadows. You live here, in the shop? I didn't know Uncle Oswald had a pet. Oh, did he never mention me? How strange. Perhaps he was just, so embarrassed to admit it, how integral I was to his shop. Yo, I see it. I see the plot twist. I can see it a mile away. Yo, that's Oswald. That's fucking Oswald. I see it. Because he's got the mustache. So we saw enough of Oswald in the prologue. So, like, he's got the same mustache, and he has the same beard as Uncle Oswald did. So this is Oswald. He had to think about, too, his name. His name, ... So, this is Uncle Oswald. Oswald? Oswald? I don't know how to say his name, but that's the uncle. And he either, like, pissed off a wizard, or he did something Maybe he drank like a bad potion or something, and then he became an owl. So that's what happened. And then like, he didn't want to tell anybody that it was him, so people thought that he died. They thought that he died, but that's actually the uncle. And then like, I'm going to assume that like, in the playthrough of this game, it's like you get closer to the owl, and then like by the end, it's like, he either stays an owl, or like he gets back to be a human again or some shit. That's what I'm going to assume happens. But I can see it though. I can see the plot twist. Owl? Really? I guess Uncle Oswald was the best idea kind of guy. Anyway, Owl. It was nice meeting you and all, but I'm getting on the first boat out of here. No, no, no. You don't want to do that. I saw what happened. That lawyer's soul binding means she'll be able to track you to the ends of the globe. Miss a single payment, and you'll find yourself toiling away for untold years, chained to a cubicle, until you worked off your debt. There's no way I can make enough by selling potions. Maybe not through the traditional route, but you've arrived at a fortuitous time. There are 5 competitions taking place over the next 50 days. A series of contests, in which local merchants will go head-to-head in tournaments of artistry and salesmanship. Look, I have information on the first competition right here. You see, the initial prize money will cover your first payment handily. Chance to win, 10,000 smackaroos. Okay, I'm digging it, You'll simply have to make a few specific potions in advance. Those are what you'll be judged on. Okay. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling you, bro. I'm feeling you. Win the first competition, and you'll automatically qualify for the next one, for which the prize will be even better. And just look at that juicy grand prize. Win all 5 competitions, and you'll have the money you need to get off that debt cloud off your back for good. The witch turned me into a furry for not paying off his loan. Scary. You know what? I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised. You really think I got a shot at this? Probably. I mean, it's really your only hope. And I'm willing to help. Brains at the operation, remember? I know a thing or two. Well, alright then. What are we waiting for? Let's do it. You and me, Owl. We're gonna win those competitions. Let's brew some potions. Let's make some money. Let's do some Potionnomics. Oh boy. A potion a day keeps the healer away. A new study has highlighted the benefits of daily health potion use in shoring up the body's natural defenses. Increased value for health potions. I see you cleaned up the place a bit. Nicely done. Now the real work can begin. We need to craft some potions. Let's head over to the cauldron and get it brewing. Alright, first thing to do, save the game. Always save the game. First thing you do. I spent 29 minutes in the prologue. Sounds about right. Days until competition, 9 days. I got 100 gold. I got 0 stress. Alright, we do it, we got it. We got something going on here. Is that the fucking cauldron? Is it a fucking bucket? I wonder if I can upgrade that, so it's not a bucket no more. It's literally a bucket. Yep, it's a fucking bucket. Your uncle left a handful of ingredients behind. We'll have to make do with those for now. I assume you know your way around a cauldron. You went to school for this after all. I learned how to make some pretty much any potion you could think of. There's just one problem. I'm not fully licensed yet. What? Don't blame me. The regulations are intense. I had to prove I can handle the basic stuff before they let me brew some more advanced potion. See? I got the first stamp when I graduated. To get the next one, I had to put in a lot of hours at the cauldron. Well, you certainly get your hours starting now, in fact. Right. My first professional brew. I better get over my notes from college, just to be safe. You know what? Maybe it's because, like, of all the years of anime, but, like, I actually like that the main character here is, like, actually, like, an adult and not, like, some preteen or something. Actually, do you know, like, what I see very common in a lot of animes? It's not even, like, a high schooler, actually. Like, a high schooler wouldn't even be the most common main character. I say it's middle schoolers. Like, it's always, like, a middle school character. Like, literally a preteen as the like, main character, usually. In kids' animes. It's like, an elementary school kid's too young, but then a high school character's too old. So it's always, like, a middle school character. I find that they typically only ever use high school characters if it's going to be, like, a romance center thing. Like, if they got, like, a harem situation going on. But then, like, if it's not, if it's meant to be action-orientated, then they're going to, like, try going, like, the middle school route or some shit. At least that's what I know for a lot of animes. Potion crafting is the art of brewing a whole catalog of drinkable liquids with a variety of magical effects. That sounds about right. A potion requires a minimum of 2 magic-infused ingredients to be combined and heated into a cauldron. Every ingredient contains one or more color-coded and letter-assigned magnamins. Ah, yes, the mighty Magamin. Where would we be without it? Wherever magic has left its mark upon the world, there you'll find Magamins. Magical creatures, mystical plants. Even the rocks of the supernatural island contain this critical alchemical compound. Heating an ingredient releases the magnamins contained within it, thus infusing your potions with the very essence of magic. For that reason, a potion-specific recipe is best thought as a specific combination of magamins. The ingredient is only the vessel. The magamins they contain will determine what kind of potion is created. Ratios are important too. If your balance of magamins is out of whack, the resulting potion will be less valuable. It sounds like a lot, but it's simple once you get the hang of it. Okay, one step at a time. Gotta put ingredients in the cauldron to make a potion. Duh. Can't go wrong with health potions, and I have that recipe memorized. Health potions require a combination of red and green magamins. Some fey berries and mandrake roots should do the trick. I guess they want me to, like, literally, like, drag it in or something. Mandrake roots, total magamins 6. We got 6 green magamins here. We got fey berries, a true magical fruit. It grows wherever fairy magic has touched the soil. We got 6 red magamins here. Cool. Wait, was that not it? What do I drop it? Oh, you put it inside. You literally put it inside the bucket. Got it. Oh, it drops it where I release the click. It drops exactly where I put it. The balance of magamines is perfect. Potion contains 2 additional stars on completions, with a chance of getting a bonus star. That's everything we need. Let's get the lid on and set it to brew. It takes 2 times. There's a day and night cycle I see. So we got the daytime, we have the afternoon, and then we have nighttime. This takes 2 times, so it'll be nighttime by the time I'm finished brewing this. Alright, nothing left to do here but let it cook. Let him cook! Let him cook! Good treats increase the potion's price by 5%. Your potion should be ready in the afternoon. Oh, okay, so it's 2 blips, it's not 2 cycles. Okay. In the meantime, let's go over our inventory. Let's go ahead and arrange them on the shelves. Okay, I get it now. So there's 6. There's 6 sections in total. So I thought it meant like 2 sections, but it's actually 2 blips of it. So 1, 2. It does count the first one you're in. So it'll be done by the afternoon. Okay, I can dig it. Arrange potions. These old health potions won't set the world on fire, but if nothing else, selling them will be good practice for you. Put them on a shelf now. Once that's done, they'll be available for sale when we open the shop. Cool. Good! Now when the customers come in, they'll see what you have available for purchase. I should mention, the shelf on which you put a potion will have an effect on the potion's value. These shelves are underwhelming, but we can invest in some better ones later. Ah, I get it. So it's kind of like how stores put like fancy stuff on like fancy like tables and shit. Yeah, I get it. So every blip is about 4 hours. Yeah, that seems about it. It's into 6 pieces. It's into 6 pieces, so that would make sense. We're finally ready to open the store. Let's sell some potions. Open the store to the customers. Cost 2 time slots. Okay, hopefully this goes better than yesterday. It will, it has to. Just keep the basics in mind, and you'll be fine. Haggling. Haggling, the art of conversing with customers in order to get the highest value for each potion. You'll want to use every haggling strategy you know to raise each customer's interest. The higher the interest, the more their pay. But keep a close watch on your customer's patience. Every customer has a finite supply, and if you exhaust it, they'll leave without making a purchase. Disaster. Of course, customers have negotiation strategies of their own. Try not to let them stress you out too much. Ugh! Here comes one now. You've got this. I used to buy from your uncle. I see Tally runs in the family. I love it. Let's talk money. I should start by sending them with a pitch. Complain. Customer is going to increase Sylvia's stress. She's got 10 patients. Alright. Minimally interested. Set them up. Raise interest by 4. If opener, apply, set them up. Trigger opener. This card has an ability which will activate only if it is played first from your hand. You can activate an opener effect as the first card played each turn. Sylvia buff. Set them up. Increases interest applied by wheel them in by 20%. Alright, alright, alright. So we got combos. We got combos. You chose a good one. Let's see what you're getting at. Now that I have their attention, I can reel them in. Raise interest by 8. I want to make a deal with you. Let's see what you're getting at. That's all I have for now. Gotta brace myself for their turn. Oh, okay, that's cool. Gain 2 shield, and she's gonna complain for 2 stress. So that means I should get a 0. I should get 0 stress then. Blocks set amount of stress equal to its current value. Shield is removed when brought down to 0. Removed at the start of Sylvia's turn. So it's a 1-turn thing. Got it. I'm ready for anything. Okay, let's see what the customer has to say. Oh, cool. A little icon down here changed too. She's got like a little shield mark. When I came in, I thought the potion would be super cheap. Oof, little blow. Good thing I have my guard up, otherwise I'd be stressed. I guess I can finish up the deal now. Let's close it out. Close it out. Raise interest by 9, close the sell. If played, closes out haggle, increases price of potion by 5%. Okay. Do we have a deal? I'm sort of feeling it, yeah. I can't wait to try it. Come back soon. Who's next? Your display looks so nice today. This one looks nice. What are you asking for? I have no defense cards this time. You chose a good one. And then I have a closed deal one, so I could close deal anytime, but then like I won't get it's not the same as the card though. The card would raise the price. The closed deal is if I just want to make sure I don't like get too much stress. So, can I do this one again? Oh, I get it now. So the patients are right here, and the cards have a cost to them. So this costs 1 patience, and this one costs 2 patience. So I can't just spam every card I have then. So, like, I gotta make sure that, like, I don't use too much bad cards, or, like, cards that won't do much, to make sure that the patience go down to 0. But right now, I don't have that many cards, though, so I guess it's okay for me to use this one, then. This will raise interest by 4, so I guess I'll do it, then. Yeah, okay, okay. And then I just do reel him in. So now he's moderately interested. Alright, that's cool. Then I end my turn. Let me see. Complain. Customer will complain. Got it. I think it's 20%. I think I'll take 20% stress. I think that's what that is. I guess potions like pottery. Presentation doesn't matter. Oof, low blow. Oh, I got 1%. Okay, I got 1%. Customer is going to lose an extra patience. Got it. Okay. So this turn, all I got is shields. So I'm not gonna like raise the interest rate at all. But like he still has patience though. So like I guess I can afford to waste another turn then. I guess I can afford to waste another turn. Discards your current hand and starts customer's turn. Hand size increases by 1 card each turn. On the start of Sylvia's next turn, draw 5 cards. Oh no, I think I left my kiln on. I can see you're in a hurry. Devalue potion. The customer is going to decrease the price of a potion. Ah, okay, so I can't let that happen. Okay. Tension. If it's in the hand of the intern, applies tension. Doubles stress received from all sources. Damn, you don't want that. Alright. Think, Sylvia, think. Draw 1 card. So I guess I could just do wheel him in. Oh, wait, I can't do... Oh, I can't do that, actually. I can't do that, because if I do that, it'll bring his patience down to 0. So, that means I gotta close it out then. Raise interest by 9 and close out a sale. Yeah, so I guess I'm just doing this then. We have a deal. You're pretty good at this. To be fair, increasing it by 35% out of like 29 coins is not a whole big of an increase anyway. I'm getting like an extra like 3 coins from that. But it's better than nothing, I suppose. I'm poor. Come back soon. I can't believe people get up this early. How much is this one? It's probably more than I wanted to spend. Let me see. Impatience. Customers lose extra patience. Minimally interested. Customer shield. Blocks a set amount of interest equal to its current value. Oh, so they have interest shields. Got it. So this will raise interest by 4. But since he has a shield though, it'll only go up by 2 then. Ah, okay. Okay. Draw a card. Oh, I guess I'm gonna brace myself. Wait, that actually does nothing. Oh, I didn't even realize that. So it's like, this only lasts for 1 turn anyway, and it doesn't do anything because he's not gonna complain. And the shield would go away, I believe. So that's actually a waste of a patience. I need to get back to my shop and jack up on my prices. Okay, this time he's gonna complain by... Oh, he's gonna actually, he's also gonna give a debuff too. Double stress from our sources. Wow. So he's gonna complain by 2, and he's gonna give a debuff. Alright, so now he's kind of interested. I'm gonna wheel him in. Alright, so I can't play any more cards because he's gonna go down to 0 patience, and if I hit end turn, that's gonna be -2 on the patience, and then like he'll end up leaving anyway, so I have to sell it now. I don't have the sell card, so I'm just gonna have to close the deal right here then. Deal. Well, alright then. Take care. That's all of them, for now. That didn't go so badly. Yes, it's clear your handling skills are already improving, but if I could offer a small suggestion. In a negotiation, sometimes the best move to make is a move you haven't thought about yet. When you don't like your options, take a moment and scheme your way to a better path. You learn something new. Scheme. Draw 3 cards. So in a way, the patience is like a health bar actually. So like it's like a health bar for the customer because like when they get to 0, then technically I don't get money. So they have a health bar and then like I have a stress bar. So I actually have like 2 health bars then. If my stress goes to 100, I lose. But if their patience goes to 0, I don't make money. So that's kind of interesting. I can be a little diabolical when I have to. I look forward to seeing it in action. But that's enough of a break for now. That was a break? Come on now, back to work. Upgrading your shop is the key to making and selling more potions. Those health potions should be done brewing. Let's take a look. Oh, so now it's the afternoon. So yeah, 2 blips. We lost 2 blips for that. Okay. So it costs 2 blips to open up the shop for customers, and it costs 2 blips to make a health potions. So basically, the idea, at least at the beginning of the game then, is to have potions like in the pot, and then like while they're cooking, you sell potions that you already have, and then like you're gonna get more potions after the shop. I assume though that like later on though, I'm gonna have potions that like cost like 6 hours, like 6 or 7 blips to make or something, like a whole day or something. So it's like, if I want to make like very like high tier potions, I need to like set aside time to make them, I guess. I'm gonna assume that'll be a thing. My stress is at 1%, so it looks like your stress, it persists. It persists like throughout the day. The health potions look ready. Let's bottle them up. Minor health potion. Cool. The perfect brew. That's the first batch done. Why not make some more for the night shift? Let's diversify your offerings, though. You never know what would be in demand. Mana potions require green and yellow magamins. I think I had the proper ingredients lying around. Perfect. Let's make those mana potions. Sack of slime. The most basic of slimes can be found throughout the forest, and occasionally in Rafta's basement. Mana potions take a little longer to brew than health potions, so let's pump up the heat to speed up the process. Fuel! When added to your cauldron's fire, it will reduce the amount of time it takes to brew a potion. You can feed up to 3 pieces of fire to the fuel to really boost the brewing speed. Be on the lookout for different types of fuel from different areas of the island. Not all fuel is created equal. I think there's a little bit of hay left. Go ahead and feed to the fire. You got some hay. So it costs 3. It costs 3 blips to make a mana potion, but then if I put the hay in, it goes down to 2 potions. And I have slots for 3. So if I had 3 hays, I guess you would just make it instantly then. Great, now we can open up shop for the afternoon to sell the health potions you brewed this morning. Alright. I see where we're going here. Let's take a moment to think about your haggling strategy. Adding in a new haggling tips to your arsenal is the key to convincing customers to pay you more money. Deck builder. Ah, cool. Let's see. Here are your cards on this page. These are the haggling skills you had to begin with. Head over to my page to see a new haggling tip I taught you. Recognize this one? New haggle techniques will appear here as you learn them. To add new techniques to your active deck, you have to make space for them. Mouse over any card in the deck and press the minus button to remove it. Then you'll be able to click on a card to add to your deck. Owl, bird brain. Owl has taken Sylvia under his wing, sharing what he knows about running a business. 1 heart. Sylvia, potion rich. A young, scrappy potion maker with big dreams and big problems. So, let me see. Raise interest, shield. So, I guess I might as well just take out the Think Sylvia thing, because I don't really need the 1 card, I guess. Wait. No, Oh, right here. It's on the side. 4 cards, 4 cards, 4 cards, 4 cards. Yeah, I'll take out the one of those then. All right. There we go. The scheme takes up 2 times. All right. Open shop. Sylvia needs to put potions on display. Oh, okay, got it. So I gotta do this every time. Feeling burnt out, end your day early to reduce more stress. Got it. Let's talk money. All right. So -1. So customer is going to lose 1 extra impatience. So when I end my turn, I'll lose 2 patience plus 1. So I'll lose 3 patience. So I don't need to play Brace Yourself because she's not going to complain. So I don't need to play that. So I'm just going to wheel him in. I'm going to wheel him in. And then I guess I don't need to play anything else. I really thought this would be a quick in and out. I see you're in a hurry. Alright, so what's this? She got a shield. Customer is going to gain a shield. Got it. So she's not going to complain again. So set him up. Set him up again. So if I hit end turn, I'm going to lose 2 times. So I don't want to gain a card then. Yeah, I don't think I want to gain a card. I will end my turn. I would if I could, but I can't, so I won't. I can win you over. Alright, so if I end my turn here, I'm gonna lose 3 patience, but I only have 2 patience left anyway. So I could play 1 set 'em up here, which doesn't do anything actually. Oh, yes it does. Cause this will apply the buff, and then close it out doesn't cost the patience, and it'll raise interest by 9. So this will actually do something. This will do something. Alright, cool. And then I could close it out. Take it or leave it. I made 59 monies. Thanks for your business. Who's next? I'm glad you're still in business. Chill artisan? I like that he's chill. I like it. I hope we can come to an agreement. Alright, this guy's got 12. He got 12 patience. So this guy's also going to lose impatience, so I don't need to brace myself. I guess I'll do that, and I guess I'll just end my turn. I end my turn, Kaiba. Uh-oh, they got 1 foot out the door. Alright, so now he's going to complain. He's going to complain for 1. But I have a shield, though. So I noticed that the Sylvia buff, the Sylvia buff has an infinite turn, the set him up thing. So I don't have to like worry about the buff going away. Wheel him in. I'm gonna brace myself. And then, like, I don't think it's worth it to draw cards this turn. So, like, I'm not gonna draw cards. I don't think it's worth it. Can I give you some constructive criticism? I probably deserve that. And then I still have a shield, and he's got 3. He's got 3 patience left. So I guess I could do the wheel him in, and then I could do the close it out. The thing says that when the patient hits 0. So it says when they hit 0, not when they hit -1. So I'm pretty sure that means if they're at 1 patience, I can't play any more cards then. I'm pretty sure that's what that means. Oh! So I thought that like my my set 'em up buff was infinite. It's actually not infinite. It's gone. I don't have the buff no more. There was like an infinity symbol on it, but I guess not though. Or there was an infinity symbol on it, but I guess it doesn't apply to it. I'm not sure. I guess I'll just do the wheel him in thing then. Wheel him in. And now he's highly interested. He is highly interested. What's this? Annoyed. Sylvia's debuff. Increases stress by 1 whenever a card is played. Ah, shit. Alright then. Well, too bad for you, sir. I'm gonna close it out. Things are looking up. That's all of them for now. I like that she's not static, though. I really do like it. She has movement. Nice job. Now don't forget those mana potions. There's still time to sell them before the day is over. Let's bottle them up. You know, like, I want to click on the shop, but I can't do that, though. So there's no clicking on the shop. So I have to click. I gotta click on the menu. Let's bottle that shit up. Bottle it up. We got the perfect brew. Great! Now we can sell these for the last block of the day. Before we do, however, let's brew a new set of mana potions. This time, we'll kick it up a notch. I got some ingredients stashed away for a rainy day that'll push our potion to the next tier. Let's drop these in and make some real potions. We got a sack of hive slimes. 2 slimes are better than 1, when it comes to potions anyway. Alright. Manworm root. A mandrake that's been allowed to really put down roots. Alright. So now I have a common mana potion because I tiered it up. I got the tier up. It goes from minor mana potion to common mana potion. 36 monies. 28 monies. 45 monies. So this will take 5. This will take 5 time slots. 5 blips. If I put the hay in, it costs 4 time slots. So this will be done overnight, I assume. This batch we need to brew overnight, so you can bottle them up in the morning. In the meantime, let's fit in one last haggling session. Cool. I can dig it. I keep forgetting I need to arrange potions. There we go. Reduce stress by hanging out with friends, heroes, and other vendors. Picky craftsman. Just a heads up, I noticed some dust bunnies in the corner. I'm gonna complain. Let me speak to your manager. Sir, I am the manager. I hope this potion is up to my standards. What can you tell me about it? Oh, he's one of those customers. He's one of those. Let me see. Sylvia debuff reduces interest applied by 25%. Uncertain. This guy's got 11 patience. This seems like a good scheme. A scheme one. Oh no, this is not a good scheme turn. This is actually not a good scheme turn. Because, like, I don't have the wheel him in thing. Oh, no, I don't have the set him up. I don't have the set him up card. Yeah, I'm not gonna draw. I'm not gonna draw here. It's definitely not worth it. Did I push too hard? Alright, so now I'm uncertain. What's this? Customer buff. Reduces all interest gained by 25%. Stubborn. Complain. Customer would do 1 set of complain. Alright, so set him up. Wheel him in. Brace yourself. Alright, and then I end my turn. I end my turn. This bottle's scuffed. You're a tough customer. Bitch, why do you care about the bottle? You're gonna drink it. You're just gonna drink this, right? Why do you care about the outside packaging? Why do you care? Why do you care? Shit. So the set him up card doesn't do anything because, like, this will raise interest by 3, but his interest is at 5 right now. So just go to 8, but it won't increase to the next ranking though. So the way I see it, it's better to draw a card then, because I want to close it out. I want the close it out card, but I don't have it here in my hand though. If I do the wheel it in, it will get me to the next tier. But however, the close it out card doesn't cost time either though. And I can't do the wheel him in anyway because, like, he has 2 patience. So this card's unplayable. So I'm gonna draw a card. Aha! Just as I suspected, I got the close it out card. And people say I'm hard to please. Have a nice day. Friendly commoner. This place is shaping up nicely. I can feel the magic coming off this one. Alright, she's gonna complain, and I have a shield. I got a shield here. So, I feel like I could just do the wheel him in thing here, because she doesn't... That's the only one of the card I could play. Awesome. End my turn. Is this safe for turtles? My turtles get into everything. Alright, she's gonna lose an extra patience. I can live with that. So, she has 7 patience left, but my end turn, though, is at -3. So, I think this is a close it out turn right here. Like, I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it to the next turn anyway. She's also gonna lose a patience, so I'll close it out. She's highly interested. I got 412 golds, 412 monies. Thank you for your business. That's all of them for the night. Cool. Holy shit, we got magical brooms. Yo, that reminds me of that movie Fantasia, the Mickey Mouse, the Disney Mickey Mouse film Fantasia, where, like, Mickey's a wizard. He's a wizard apprentice, actually. And, like, he makes the brooms, like, bring water to a thing or something. But then, like, the brooms don't stop, though, so they keep bringing water, and, like, it ends up, like, flooding the entire area or some shit. Yeah, I remember that movie. What I like about that movie, too, I remember, is that the Fantasia movie, there was no dialogue. I remember, like, everything is done through music and through, like, actions, which was kind of cool. So, like, even kids could watch it. I think I could get the hang of all this. Grumpy Witch. Hey, what's the big idea? You can't set up shop here. Sure I can. I live here. Are you invoking squatters' rights? Because I've got dibs. I've been kicking back in this trash heap for weeks now. You didn't clean up that weird-looking mildew in the corner, did you? I was saving that for later. I think there's been some mistake. My name's Sylvia. I just inherited this place. Huh? Just when you sure you know a condemned building when you see it. But maybe your arrival isn't all bad news. You're obviously some kind of potion witch. As it happens, I got a semi-legitimate business selling all sorts of magical ingredients. You know, like the kind of stuff you used to make potions. You should kick some business my way. Sure thing, don't count it. You know what? I'm not opposed to a little black market. You know, I'm not opposed to it. As long as the king and queen of the lands don't know about it, you know, what they don't know don't hurt them. I could go into some black market shit. Sure thing. I'm definitely gonna need some ingredients before long. And now when it's time to buy, you think of me, Quinn. I call that move planting the seed. Feel free to use it on your own hustle. Plant the seed. Apply plant the seed for 3 turns. Raises interest by 8 at the start of the customer's turn. Customer debuff. Oh, that's cool. And it costs only 1. It costs 1. You know, I think I will use that. But where can I find your shop? It's hard to miss. Just go outside and look up. I look forward to doing business. I'm excited to get to know you. So this game does have an affection system. So like what I say does kind of matter. Because like everyone's got like their own friendship shit. I'm excited to get to know you. I'm gonna be overly friendly here. I'm excited to get to know you. Maybe we could hang out. I'm not really big on hanging out. Ah, I should have realized like he was an introvert. He's got that whole emo. He's got that whole emo thing going on. Oh, that was the right choice. Oh, I made the right decision. But I don't know. I could maybe make an exception for you. So tsundere, you are a tsundere. Okay, I got it. Either way, I guess I'll see you around. Unless that weird mildew gets you first. Baka, it's not like I want to hang out with you. This could actually work. Yo, we got like magical hovering books and shit. I do think it's kind of sad that like she's sleeping on like the chair. Like there's no bed. Like they probably like don't even have a bed or something. So she's just sleeping on the chair like that. She got a pillow. She got like a pillow right here on some books. Man, girl, we need to get you a bed. Competition day. Recommended competition potions. Health potion, fire tonic, and mana potion. Alrighty then. Customers 8, potions sold 7, gold earned 412, gold spent 0. Prize 10,000 gold. Day 2, day 2. Just gotta take this one day at a time. Novice hero. Oh wow, this is an actual potion shop? I could have sworn it was all boarded up just the other day, and now, potions. Yeah, pardon the mess. I'm working to get this place up and running again. Well, I'm impressed. You must know what you're doing. That's really kind of you. The truth is, I'm new to town, and new to running the shop. I'm sort of figuring it all out as I go. Really? I'm new here too. My name's Mint. And I got to town a few days ago. I'm Sylvia, a resident potion witch, and by resident, I mean I literally live here. It's seriously good to meet you, Sylvia. Now I have to ask, does Foster the Formidable ever shop here? Or Dox the Defenstrator? That would be a huge honor. Heroes are overrated. I mean, it's clear to see that like she's into heroes. So obviously not the bottom option. That would be a huge honor. That'd be a huge honor, but I'm not sure I'd recognize him. You didn't have posted them in your bedroom when you were little? I guess that was just me. I might be a bit of a fangirl, to be honest. I've been geeking out pretty much non-stop since I got here. I mean, this island has a lot of historical significance for the Heroes Guild. This is where they defeated Maven, the Witch Queen of Rafton. Of course, the fall of that battle left the island uninhabitable for a while. But the whole place is rebuilt now, and that includes a local chapter of the guild. They put out a call for new recruits. I'm not cut out for hearing. You got the muscles to be a hero. You got the muscles to be a hero. Ever thought about joining? Ah, thanks. I do work out. And as a matter of fact, joining up is exactly why I came to Rafta. I answered the call. Hey, that's great. Congrats on the new gig. Thanks, but I'm only a provisional member for now. They got me running odd jobs for the XP. Oh, that's slang for experience. Oh my god, really? Really? Okay. Sure thing, girl. Sure thing. I know the slang, alright? I was molded by the RPG experience. I know that RPG slang. Any day now, I'd be ready for proper adventures outside of town. After all, there's a whole island out there, teeming with mystery and danger. And potion ingredients, of course. Swing by the guild hall if you're ever looking for loot. I can help you out for a small fee. Sounds promising, thanks for the tip. No sweat, Sylvia. I know we just met, but I'm already rooting for you. That's going to work in your favor, I bet. Evoke sympathy in your customers, and they'd be more likely to cut you some slack. Sympathy. Gain 2 shield. Apply sympathy for 1 turn. Increase interest gain by 25%. So this is literally like a better shield card than the shield card I have. And it costs only 1. So it's better than the brace yourself one. I'll definitely keep that in mind. Then I have a feeling you're gonna do great. Now if you excuse me, I've got some fetch quests to tackle. You wouldn't believe how often people in this town misplace family heirlooms. You know what? She's not wrong. Like, that's like the most common RPG quest. It's like, oh, adventurer, could you please help me? I lost this pendant. This pendant has been in my family for generations, and I don't know where it is. And then, like, you find that, like, it's like in the orcs or something. So you gotta kill some orcs. And then, like, or like a bear. Like, maybe like a bear took it, because they thought it was food. And then you gotta, like, go to, like, a bear's den or some shit. Oh, kind adventurer, please get back my family heirlooms. Alright, we got some events now. Spa days. The sudden popularity of hallucinogenic mineral baths has caused a run of minerals and mushrooms of all kinds. Fungus ingredients will cost more, mineral ingredients will cost less. Ah, okay. Okay. A potion a day is a bit excessive. A follow-up study suggests that daily health potions might be far too much of a good thing. Decrease value of health potions. So basically, this is a mana potion day. That's what I want. So we're out of ingredients. Can't make any more potions. Might as well check out the Quentin's shop, right? Or else, there's always the Heroes Guild. Alright, so if I travel, it's 1 blip. It's one blip. So 4 hours. It's 4 hours of travel. I have money. I'll go to deck build before I forget shit. So, I'll go get rid of a brace yourself. I'll get rid of one of those, and then I'll put in that. Oh, I got 2 sympathy cards. Ah, shit. All right. I'll put 2 of these things. Yo, Mint be looking pretty badass here, actually. She be looking cool. Quinn has introduced themselves to Sylvia and suggested they might do business together. Ingredient vendor. Plant the seed. I want plant the seed. What am I taking out? What am I taking out for plant the seed? I guess I'm taking out a wheel 'em in because, like, that costs 2. That costs 2. I'm taking out one of those, I guess. And I guess I'll take out a Think Sylvia Think, because, like, I find that, like, I'm not drawing too many cards, honestly. Alright. So, we got Mint, the budding hero, and we have Quinn's Ingredient Boutique. I guess I'll try the hero one first. So this is kind of like Recetear, because in Recetear, like, you also meet, like, adventurers, and you could hire them and shit. Hi, Sylvia. I'm so glad you decided to drop in on me. What do you think of the guild hall? Isn't it amazing? There's a lot more taxidermy than I expected. Yeah, heroes love their trophies. Maybe I'll be contributing one soon. Because get this, I've been approved to go adventuring. The training wheels are coming off.
You should send me out sometimes. I promise I'd bring back some great loot for you.
How does that work exactly?
I can tell you all about it. I just had my orientation, and I took detailed notes in my dedicated color-coded adventuring binder.
Sounds complicated.
Nah, I'm just a nerd for this stuff. It's actually a pretty simple system. Start by choosing which area you want me to explore. The further I get into the area, the more loot I'll bring back. Providing me with potions is totally optional, but the right potion could help me get further. Or, might help me find better spoils. Every potion has its uses, but health potions and mana potions are by far the most important. Health potions help me withstand damage, and mana potions power my attacks, allowing me to fight my way past monsters. However, there's a limit to how many potions I can drink at a time. All that magic can really mess with a person's stomach. Oh, and don't forget, there's a fee every time you send me out. Those are set by the guild. That's about it. Consider me on call, honestly. I can't get out there soon enough. I know you'll do amazing. I hope so. This is what I've been training for after all. Oh, they also gave us a goodie bag of health and mana potions for new recruits. Let's use them on my first adventure.
Cool.
Health potions to patch me up and mana potions to get me to finish the line. Let's use them both. And hey, thanks for the support, Sylvia. It means a lot.
Well, ain't she adorable? She's a cute budding adventurer. I wouldn't be surprised if, like, by the end of the game, she becomes like an A-class hero or some shit. I wouldn't be surprised. Adventure, hang out. This will lower some stress and strengthen our relationship. Well, my stress is at 0, so I guess I don't need to worry about that for now. Give an ingredient as a gift to strengthen your bond. Yeah, I guess I'll just do the adventurer thing right now.
Where should I go today?
I mean, I got one choice. I got one choice.
Say the word aloud, hit out.
She's got 10 HP. She's got 3 manas. Her loot capacity is 25. Hero earns loot for every monster or hazard overcome, regardless of whether they complete the adventure. A fairly safe woodland that's teamed with magical flora and fauna straight out of fairy tale. So, I kind of see how this works now. So, like, in Recetear, you actually played as the adventurer when you went dungeon crawling. Here, it's kind of like a gacha game. Or not a gacha game, but it's kind of like a mobile app game where you put stuff in here and then, like, they kind of, like, play themselves, essentially. That's kind of like how a lot of mobile games play. See how well the hero thinks they would do on the adventure. The amount of funds required to send the hero on the adventure. Normal monster. We got a medium normal monster. Oh, okay. So 2 attack, 3 attack, 2 attack. Okay, so that's the attack power. So 5, 7, 10, 15. So that means that, like, I need to make sure she has at least 15 HP, or 16. If she has exactly 15 HP, I assume that she would just, like, lose. So she needs 16 HP worth to actually make it to the end. Fortifies your hero's health by 5 HP. So that means if I give her 2 potions, that should be enough to make it through. I'm actually starting to think that might be a bit of overkill, because I assume that when she uses mana, that, like, it helps her, like, not get hit. I'm going to assume so. I don't know how this works yet, but I'll just, you know, give it a try. Time required. It would be awful to run out of mana so close to the end. Okay, alright, alright. So, I guess I don't really need this the second health potion then. So I don't need the second health potion. I'm going to wish I had a mana potion for the final boss. Well, I gave her a mana potion. Also, like, unfortunately, it looks like she really did take exactly 10 damage. So, she's gonna take 5 damage from the boss. So she is going to need a second health potion then. Yeah, she's gonna need a second one. Alright. Alright, let's embark. Let's embark.
Alright, hammer time!
So that cost like 1 time blip, I believe. So I have shit to do now. So I guess I could go over to Quinn's boutique then. And that cost me 25 gold. That cost me money. Oh yeah, you're actually like a magician. I get it. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting the main character's a witch. So like we flying, man. We flying. The main character looks normal. Like she's not like a stereotypical witch. Watch your fingers. Oh, yo! Like, that's like a mimic. Yeah, that's like a mimic chest. That's cool. So... I guess I do want to make some potions, because, like, today's a bad health potion day, but tomorrow might be a better health potion day. So I do want to get some health potions, I guess. And I want to make mana potions, of course. The fruits are cheap, so I should buy a lot of these, actually. So, like, it doesn't cost money to open up the shop, so it's okay if I have, like, extra ingredients, honestly. Like, that's okay. I mean, you know, the way I see it, you gotta spend money to make money, the way I see it. Spend money to make money. Spend money to make money. I guess we're gonna hang out with him. I guess we can hang out. Cause I got time. I got time. I guess it couldn't hurt. Blind taste test. Boost relationships slightly and relieve a bit of stress. Quinn pulls out a blindfold and a sack of ingredients. Sylvia is hesitant. But Quinn has a point. Sylvia uses this stuff in her craft. She should know her materials inside and out. She dons a blindfold and opens wide, bracing for whatever Quinn has in store. Some of the ingredients taste alright, others don't. That was fun. I'm not sure your palate is any sharper than before, but your projectile vomit is something to envy. Sylvia feels a little closer to Quinn and mildly less stressed. Cool. You know what? I don't think I trust my friends to, like, feed me mystery items. I don't think I do. Solitude. Yeah, you're an introvert. You're definitely an introvert. I got so close, but had to turn back before the boss monster. Wait, really? I gave you 2 health potions and a mana potion. I guess I had to give her 2 mana potions? Huh. Yeah, I guess I needed to give her another mana potion. The Enchanted Forest was no sweat. I actually enjoyed being out there. I knew you could handle it, and I'm excited to use those ingredients you brought back. I found some other goodies too.
I set them aside for you. These are glamours. They'll change the look of your shop. They're purely cosmetic, so don't expect any tangible benefit. Still, they're pretty cool, right?
Cool. I'll take it.
Hey, thanks! I can see how it'd be nice to switch things up every now and then. No problem. I'll keep an eye out for more. Apparently some critters got into shipment, and now they spread all over the island. Which reminds me, I can return the forest anytime, but I'm also up for more of a challenge. The mushroom mire and the bone wastes are available to me now. They're a little more dangerous, but that means better rewards. And here's one more tip. You should introduce yourself to the guildmaster, Baptiste. He sends out daily expeditions, and if you invested one, you get a share of what comes back. I'll be sure to introduce myself, and I'll keep you in mind for further adventures too. Sounds good, Sylvia. I'm ready when you are.
Cool. Cool, cool, cool.
I'll check out the guildmaster. See what we got cooking. Wow, this place is bigger than I realized.
Greetings, fair patron. Greetings and welcome to the Heroes Guild. I'm Baptiste, esteemed guildmaster and fledgling barkeep.
Hi, I'm Sylvia. I'm new to town and I make potions.
Then you'll clearly benefit from our services. Hiring a hero is a surefire way to get your hands on new ingredients. You can work directly with any hero you're acquainted with, or come to me. I've always have a list of upcoming expeditions. Invest in one, and in return, you receive a portion of whatever loot is brought back.
Wow, sounds like the guild has a lot to offer.
We aim to please, so if there's anything else I can be of service, just let me know.
How about sharing some pointers? Do you have any advice for a fellow merchant?
Well, I don't know if I'm a merchant per se. I'm more of a facilitator. A master administrator, if you will. I keep everything running smoothly here, while our town's great heroes seek glory, adventure, and resources.
It almost sounds like you're bragging about being a bureaucrat.
Don't you know? Bureaucrats are the very linchpin to hold a society together. We don't call ourselves heroes. But if making order of chaotic world isn't heroic, I don't know what is.
That's an interesting point of view.
Isn't it? And in striking up a conversation about it, I've been demonstrating that piece of advice you've asked for. If you got something to sell, then best to captivate your audience forthwith.
Captivate. Increase patience by 1. If opener, increase patience by 2. Ah, okay. I think I can manage that.
It's advice I've recently taken to heart. I only arrived here a few months ago, intent on guiding this guild to greatness. And the heroes have greeted me with open arms, although some of their traditions are rather mystifying. Say, you look like a commoner. Maybe you could share some insights.
You must be a noble then.
Shahaha! I'm trying to downplay all that, you know, to help me fit in. But that brings up to my question. Tell me, this charming little tradition of leaving gifts in a new friend's shoes.
Gifts?
Yes, you know, like shaving cream and rotten fruits, and that one time it was a scorpion. Is that really supposed to go on for months? I mean, I'm flattered, but it's starting to feel like overkill.
They must really like you. They're taunting you. Wait, shit! Oh god, I don't know what to say here. It's like, do I be honest with him? Or do I play into his ego? Oh, this is actually a really good question. I mean, like, I feel like if it was me, I would tell him the truth, but like, this guy seems very egotistical though. So like, it might be better just to like play into his ego, honestly. I think it might be better to play into his ego. They must really like you. They must really like you, so just roll with it. They can't keep it up forever, right?
I should hope not. Honestly, how much rotten fruit could there be in this place? But I shouldn't complain. I knew coming here that there would be a period of adjustment. Finding yourself suddenly in a new land,
and in a new row. It can be challenging, can it?
We'll get the hang of it. At least you're handsome.
I don't even know if he would like that, actually.
Like, this actually kind of sounds kind of pedantic, honestly.
We'll get the hang of it.
We'll get the hang of it. I mean, almost everyone in town is a transplant.
Indeed. In that sense, you and I fit in quite well.
I think that was neutral. Like, I didn't get anything from that, but I didn't lose anything from that.
At any rate, it's been a pleasure making your acquaintance, Sylvia. I hope you decide to avail yourself in our services. And I trust we'll find the opportunity to chat again soon.
Yeah, I didn't get anything for that one. So, definitely play into his ego.
Please make yourself at home.
Invest. Let me see. Bone waste, leech snail shells, bone waste, rotfly cocoons, enchanted forest, unicorn horns. Ingredients be able to collect till tomorrow. So the way I see it, there's no reason for me not to come here then. Disrupts ecosystem. Wait, what? What do you mean disrupts ecosystem? What do you mean by that? Oh my god, I'm destroying the animals and shit.
Fare thee well.
Oh my god, we're the bad guys. We're destroying the forest. Welcome back. You'll probably want to get brewing soon, yes? Check your potion recipe book for all the possibilities. Remember, offering a variety of potions is key. While your potions brew, consider dropping it on your acquaintances, but traveling takes time, so plan accordingly. Well, anyway, I think you could take it from here. Remember, adapt and overcome. Yeah, to be fair, I definitely saw that too. Like, to, like, make potions first, but, like, he wanted me to travel, though. Yeah, like, it would have been better to travel to make potions first, but I was still, like, in the tutorial phase. Alright, so I got the Captivate from him. I gotta take something else for that. I'll take out one of these. I feel like I do want the Close It Out cards, though. I got, like, 4 of them in the deck, and I feel like I do want them. I'll take out one of the Set 'em Up cards, though. I don't have any, like, more haystacks, so if I make any more mana potions, it's gonna take a while. I see you've been creating ingredient with a trait. Huh? Sylvia, you need to pay attention to what's going on in your inventory. An ingredient with a trait is opportunity to strategize at the cauldron, and to engage in your customer's senses. Oh yeah, I have some notes on this, actually. I just need a quick refresher. Some special ingredients have not just magmins, but also traits. By placing these ingredients with your traits into your brew, it will impart those traits into potions. Using an ingredient with positive traits in your brew will boost the value of the final potion. Be careful though, ingredients can also impart some less desirable traits that will lower what customers are willing to pay for a potion. Okay. As you decide what potions you're going to make, reference your recipe book. Throwing things into a cauldron and seeing what comes out is all well and good, but planning things out can give you an edge when reacting to the market. Alright then. Recipe. Mana potion. Health potion, mana potion. Tonics. Fire tonic, sight enhancer, poison cure. So, I guess I don't have to make mana potions. We are in a recession for health potions, though, so I don't want to make those. Unless I want to make health potions for, like, the next day or something. Minor fire potion. Red and yellow. That's 6 red. And 6 yellow. So that's balance right there. Potion gains 2 additional stars on completion, which is a chance of gaining a bonus star. So the way I see it, I don't really have a good way to tier up this thing. Kappa pheromones? Maximum number of ingredients. Oh, I totally wasn't looking at my ingredients. Alright. So I could also add one of these. This will make it into a 1. I guess 2. 2 is fine. Alright. Alrighty then. So I'm making some fire potions. I assume that I could get more cauldrons in the future, because right now I can only make like 1 potion set at a time, which kind of sucks. Arrange potions, open shop. Would that be under arrange potions? Oh, shit. Okay, so that's just, okay. So these are the filters here. So, like, Mint gave me, like, a way to, like, decorate my shop, but, like, I don't see it here unless I haven't unlocked it yet. She gave me a thing. She gave me a thing, but, like, I don't seem to have like access to like an inventory or something. So maybe I have to unlock it first. Deck builder? No, not here. Not here. Travel, settings, and day. It says brew and have access to other crafting equipment. Wooden cauldron. The repurposed rain barrel suits your needs, but just barely. I knew it! It's a rain bucket. It totally is a rain bucket. I knew it. I fucking knew it. Huh. Yeah, I don't see a spot where I can like change my shop. But then like, I assume that's like in the upgrade part, and like, the Mr. Owl dude hasn't taught me how to, like, upgrade my shop yet, so upgrading my shop must come later. It's not here. I had a dream this place was condemned. I have my doubts, but I thought I'd at least ask about this one. Okay, he's gonna lose 1 patience. I guess I'll end my turn here. I need to get back to my shop and jack up my prices. Alright, what do we got? We got set him up. If I end my turn, I will lose 2. I will lose 2 patience. He's gonna block and also reduce interest. That's fine. That's fine. Set him up. So I need to make sure there's 3. I need to make sure there's 3 here, so I can go for the next turn, because I want to do the closeout thing. Apply plant the seed for 3 turns. So, like, I don't need a shield. Yeah, I don't need a shield. Alright, so I can end my turn here.
That's an overwhelming marker.
Did I push too hard? Oh, okay, cool. So, like, I can gain more Captivate, and then, like, I can play more cards. Alright, cool. So the Captivate costs 0. It costs 0 patience because I gain patience with this card. Doubles all stress received. Well, I'm not gonna be I don't plan on gaining stress, so I could do. Oh shit, he's got 5 shields though. This asshole's got 5 shields, so it's like I literally can't do anything to him. I think. No, I could do something because the closeout thing does 7 interest, and I can at least get rid of some of his shields. So this will do something at least. I can't do the scheme card though because I have 3 patience, so. If I do the scheme card, this will take 2 patience, but then I'll have, like, the cards I get will be worthless to me. The only reason to play scheme is if I plan to get, like, another confidence booster thing, or the patience booster, but that won't help me, though. I'd be spending 2 schemes to get... I'd be spending 2 patience to gain 1 patient. So I'm kind of right back to where I started. So I might as well just set him up then. Might as well. This applies a buff, increase on-interest gain by 25%. I should have started off with this, actually. I should have started with that, but too late now.
Alright then.
Come back soon. Picky Commoner.
I hope natural light isn't bad for the potions. This one might work for me, but I'm not entirely sold yet.
Oh, this guy wants the common mana potion. Yo, I'm gonna make money here. So set him up and wheel him in. So I'm going to lose 1 patience, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with losing the 1 patience. I'll scheme. I'll scheme right now. Alright, this takes 0. So there's no reason for me not to play this card. I'll plant the seed. This seems good. End my turn. I don't need to brace myself here, since he's not going to complain.
If only I had more time to decide.
4 patience. If I end my turn, I lose 2 patience, so that's fine. He's gonna complain. So, I could bring him down to 3 patience. That doesn't really help me here. Or maybe it does, actually. So... if I captivate him now... I could last for another turn. But, like, there's not a whole lot of patience left anyway, though. So I don't think it's worth to captivate. So I think I might as well just set him up, then. Yeah, I think it's fine to set up. I can't draw cards anyway. I'll gain 2, but then like I'll have to spend like another card to brace myself for his complaint. Yeah. So like I'll gain 2 patience, and then like okay, I have a 6. I'll get down to 4. I have to use this, so I have 3 patience. So wait, I'm gaining patience then. Alright, if I use this, I'll be at 6. 6 minus 2. 6 minus 2 is 4. Okay, well, if I use this, I'll be at 6. If I use this, I'll be at 5. 5 minus 2 is 3. That seems worth it, actually. That seems worth it. I'll do it. So 6, brace myself, and then I'll end my turn.
It's kind of plain.
Alright, cool. I got 3 patients. I could set them up here. So I want to play the sympathy card. But I had to do the set them up thing first, though. Oh, wait, this is better. Increase all interest by 25%. Increase interest by 20%. This one increases applied interest by 20%. This increases interest gained by 25%. There's like a one-word difference, but like I feel like I don't understand the difference here. Increase applied interest by 20%. Increase interest gained by 25%. I feel like there's not much of a difference, but whatever. I'll play this. I'll play this. And then I guess I'll close it out. I'm not lasting another turn anyway. 92 money. Yo, 44%, man. I increased that price by 44%.
I ran into a hero who had the nicest things to say about this shop. I can feel the magic coming off of this one.
Sympathy. Apply sympathy for 1 turn. Gain 2 shields. I need to apply the shield anyway. He's gonna devalue the potion. I can't do anything about that, but I can block. I can block the complaint though, at least.
I can see you put some care into it.
Not making it easy, are you? Alright, I can either captivate or set him up. The guy's at 7 patience, and my end turn is -2. So I feel like it's kind of worth it to do the captivate then for the +2. Or maybe just do the +1. Maybe just do the +1 instead. I see that this guy's gonna keep on devaluing the potion though, so like I can't do it too much. I see. I can't keep doing this. $75. I'm at 75. 73. Okay, so it's not that bad. It's not that bad. This is the okay, it's -4. So this is the turn that like I have to I gotta like I need the close it out card and I don't have it. So I think I'm gonna need to scheme here. I think I need to scheme. There's the close it out. That's what I was looking for. So I have 1 more card to play. I can't play Wheel him in because that costs 2. I was hoping to do like another card to like raise his interest because he's really close, but I guess close it out is fine. It's fine, and then like that'll get him to. He's from moderate interest to interest, so this will be fine. He's very interested. 83. 83, that's good.
Yo, I'm making that fat money. I'm making that fat money.
It is nighttime, so I can still travel. It takes 1 time slot. I can still travel at least. Brew. So brewing takes no time, actually. So I should always be brewing. Brewing takes no time. Got a minor fire tonic. So I guess I should always be, for the nighttime, I should always be making potions that take a long time, I guess. Two, 1, 1. 2, 1, 1. So where's my blue? I don't have any blue. I don't have any blue ingredients. Yeah, I don't have any blue ingredients. I can't do this one yet. The game said that like I didn't have to like strictly adhere to it, but then like I would get like a negative potion or something. 3, 4, and 3. So I don't have a way to balance this one, I think. That's the 4. That's the 4. That's a 4. And then I need I guess a 4. Because that one's a 6. Balance of Magumins is too unstable. Can't brew. Oh, okay. That's yellow. That's green. So I guess I want this green instead. Okay, cool. It's stable. So the Kappa Fairphone gives both red and yellow. I didn't notice that. I did not notice that it gave both, actually. So I could add 2 ingredients, actually. Red, yellow. Balance of Magumins is stable. Chance to gain 1 star upon completion. So if I take out these other ones. Chance of gaining a bonus star. Chance of gaining 1 additional star. I guess I don't need to be that. Oh wait, this will give me 2 potions though. Okay. Because if I take out an ingredient, I'm only gonna get 1 potion. And I'd rather get the 2 potions in. So I should go for quantity. I should go for quantity more than quality, probably. So that makes it unstable. So this one will make it stable. Alright. Alrighty. I'll brew that. So that'll take 3 time slots. It's the end of the night, though. And I'm on the second to last blip anyway. So I guess I'll travel and I'll hang out. I'll hang out with someone. This thing was lit up. So I think that's telling me that I should go to him. It was all lit up. But I'm gonna go see Mint anyway. No, maybe I'll see him. Well, I should be able to see multiple people, actually. I don't think I have to see just him. Yeah, okay. Wait, did I accidentally click on the map? Oh, thank God. This is where I wanted to go. Okay, good. Let's hang out. Bushwhacking. Boost relationships to slowly decide a bit of stress. Sure, why not? Those bushes won't know what hit them, mostly because they're just plants. Mint leads the way into the forest, where she gives Sylvia a simple wooden sword. She proceeds to hack away at various bushes, encouraging Sylvia to do the same. Some of the bushes drop coins. One even drops a gemstone. Mint suggests they donate their windfall to the local soup kitchen, and Sylvia agrees. I don't understand the science, but it sure beats checking the cushions for loose change. Sylvia feels a little closer to Mint and mildly less stress. Oh, is that a Legend of Zelda? Yo, that's a Legend of Zelda reference. Yo, we getting money from bushes. Yeah, definitely. We getting money. It looks like I had the option to rank up with Quinn, so I guess I'll do that then. Hey Sylvia, I hear you've been busy. Uh-oh. What have you heard exactly? Nothing interesting, nothing especially interesting. Mint just mentioned you've been working with the Heroes Guild. She's too nice to give me the real gossip. It's a major shortcoming, if I'm honest. I didn't realize you two knew each other. I know all the heroes. After they go on their little adventures, they sell their trash items to me. It's basically my whole business model.
Trash comes in, trash goes out. Of course, they keep the best stuff for their clients. So I'm guessing you've got something decent in your inventory for once. Maybe something I've never seen before. Give it here.
What? Why would I do that?
Suit yourself. I'm just trying to help you out. I know how this goes. You get your hands on a good ingredient, and you're all excited to use it in a potion, right? So you throw it in your cauldron, and poof, it's gone forever. But it doesn't have to be that way.
What's the alternative?
Easy. Hand it over to me instead. My clairvoyance lets me hone in on specific ingredients, meaning, if you give me something good, I'll be able to find more of it, and then I can start offering that ingredient for sale in my shop. You miss out on the instant gratification, but you get guaranteed access to the ingredient in the future.
Yeah, okay, I can see how that could come in handy. I'll let you know if I decide to take you up on it.
There, see? You give me free stuff, and we all benefit. Mostly me, but still.
I wouldn't expect you to operate any other way. But hey, since you're chummy with all the heroes, does this mean that I'll be running into you at the guild hall?
Nah, despite the invaluable service I provide to the heroes, I'm not exactly welcome in their clubhouse. You set one fire, and suddenly, everybody acts like you're a real liability. You set 2 fires, and you get banned for life. Consider yourself warned, I guess. Now, did you want to buy something?
Oh, Quinn.
Alright, don't look down. Yeah, we flying, man. We flying.
Oh, expand is here. Oh, okay, so I cannot hang out with the character on the last blip. I get it now. I get it. Damn it, I wish I could have given the Kappa thing. Because I definitely want to give him the Kappa thing instead. Yeah, I wish I could have given the Kappa. Select ingredients to feed Finn. I don't get this part. If I select this thing, it says 14. If I select this thing, it's like minus 34. I don't get that. But I guess I'll just give it to him both anyway.
Cool, hand it over.
Quinn's stock would be updated tomorrow.
Give me a day and I'll get some in stock.
Alright, cool. I guess I get to buy more. Okay, so like, he restocks once a day. So even if I see him like twice in a day, he's not gonna get more. Alright. I guess I'll go see, I guess I'll see the Guildmaster. So there's no reason for me to like not visit everybody, since like it takes one time slot anyway. I have no give the gifts of ingredients to fellow vendors to show your appreciation. Different people like different ingredients to try out what they might like prefer. I guess I might as well just give them anything really and just see what that gets me.
This is nice enough. I'm smart enough as it is.
So, I guess the question I have is like whether or not like the game will like bookmark like gifts I've given them so I could see like how good it is, or if I had to like commit that to memory, you know? I may or may not have to commit that to memory.
There's no such thing as a bad present.
Alright. Yeah, I guess I might as well give a gift to everybody. I see no reason why I shouldn't. I guess everyone's gonna get a Feyberry. Everyone's gonna get one.
Ugh, really?
Alright, so he don't like that. Alright. He does not like that. Does not like it.
Smell you later.
Good to have the heroes up and running again. Gold spent 258, gold earned 204. So technically I lost money. I got minus 54 on this day. But like, again, you gotta spend money to make money. Spend money to make money. Makes sense, makes sense. I wonder what today has in store for me. Holy shit, it's like a it's a walrus? It's a walrus, dude.
Greetings, tuskless one. I have for you a question of dire importance. The potions that you sell, do you make them yourself?
Whoopsie. There you go. I sure do. Every potion you see is handcrafted on site by me, Sylvia.
It gladdens me to hear it, for potion crafting is a noble profession. A noble profession indeed. I am pleased to meet you, Sylvia. You may call me Muktuk, for that is my name. I wonder if I might be of service to you in your endeavors.
Oh, we're not really hiring right now.
You misunderstand. I do not seek employment, for I have already found my calling, and it is a great one. Like you, I am a craftsperson. My media are metal and all the minerals of the earth. My skill is unmatched. But key to my artisan success is access to the right tools, and I cannot help but notice. You appear to be brewing your potions in a shabby bucket of some kind. Tell me, do you not thrive on innovation? Do you not wish to dance upon the razor edge of progress? Maha!
I like being on the cutting edge.
I like being on the cutting edge. Innovation is necessary as food and breathable air.
Heh.
It also tends to be expensive. Then you must allow me to be of service. Please accept this cauldron as a token of my respect, and as a sample of all that I have to offer.
Oh, cool. I got like a real cauldron now.
Wow, thanks. That's so generous of you.
But, are you sure? Where I come from, cauldrons are pretty expensive.
I only regret that I cannot offer all my many goods and service free of charge. Truly, it is the most impossible dilemma. I view each cauldron as a work of art, and art is meant to be freely accessible to all. And yet, I must cover the cost of production, at the very least. Otherwise, I shall have no materials with which to make these artworks. And to leave these righteous flippers bereft of material and idle of purpose would be unthinkable.
So, in other words, he's a blacksmith. That's what he is. He's a blacksmith.
In the end, to put a price tag on my cauldrons, this feels like the lesser sin.
Speaking of art, nice tattoos. Speaking of art, nice tattoos. They really suit you.
Of all life's canvases, none is more exquisite than the body.
Oh, he's blushing. I've never seen a blushing walrus before.
Especially a body that is rippling with muscle. But I hope you do not find my confidence off-putting. Such conviction is not so common here as it is in my homeland. I find it necessary, however, to hold myself in high regard. Those of us who put our creations on display, who are judged so openly and so often, should be the first to see and celebrate our own strengths. We must be kind to ourselves. We must pump ourselves up. For it is only by fanning the sparks of pride within us that we can hope to ignite the flames of interest in another.
Apply pump up. Increase the interest applied by the next interest raising card by 50%. Solid advice.
Solid as an anvil. I am glad to know you, Sylvia, and I hope that I shall see you again. Please visit my market stall. See all that I have to offer. For the world can be a cold place, and for those of us that toil to bring light and beauty into being, we must stand together.
Yo, I like this guy. I like him. He's my kind of walrus. The local merchants guild has imploded, freeing up the money that local merchants have set aside for dues. Increase merchant customers. Tree treaty. Proven that diplomacy is the best policy, the Heroes Guild has negotiated a safe passage agreement with the forest sentient trees. The Enchanted Forest has increased loot drops. Enchanted Forest ingredients will cost less. Nice. Nice of Muktang to give you a new cauldron. Let's set up and shop now, shall we? Customize the shop to your liking is a big perk to own a place. Go wild with it. Ah, now I can do it. Old wooden floor. Ancient oak that creaks upon every step. New wood floor. Still has a fresh cut tree smell. Stone floor. Write your shop's future in stone. Oh, I like the stone. Yeah, I like the stone, I think. Wallpaper. Old stucco wall. Pretty girls. What can you do? New brand new stucco. Oh, that's nice. Wooden wall. Starting wood wall. Nothing a fresh coat of paint or a bit of magic can't fix. Polished wall. Oh, that's nice. Nice. Max ingredient 6. Max Magma 115. Mudtex test cauldron. It's a cauldron only Muktang can lift. Oh, I can't put the new cauldron just yet until after I get my current potions. Okay. That makes sense. I mean, like, it would also be nice if I could have multiple potions going, but whatever. Good brew. Alright. Let's return. So, everything that I do inside the shop does not take time, with the exception of open shop. Everything else is kind of free, though. Oh, that looks nice. That'd be looking nice. I like what I see. I like what I see. Now, like the graphics here though, it looks like it's still like the old bucket thing, but I guess like the developer couldn't like do every bucket, or he couldn't do every cauldron, I guess. That makes sense, I suppose. Yellow and blue. I don't have any blue. I just don't have any blue, right? So I will make some health potions. Alright, cool. So that gets me 3 potions, which is pretty nice. Takes 2. I'll take it. I will take it. I will take it. So I'll get more merchant customers. So that tends to tell me that like today might be a good day to sell, but I don't have a whole lot of potions to sell, to be fair. I want one of these at least. I should keep these potions, I think, because like I might want to give it to Mint for like the travel thing. I might want to give her some, since like I'm gonna get more loot from the forest and shit. Yeah, I can kind of see like how this game is set up. I might want to keep on playtesting this game for a bit before I get into like Fire Emblem Engage. Cool. Alrighty. I don't know about you guys, but I'm getting pretty hungry. It's also like 2:50 a.m. my time, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut off here. I've been streaming for about 3 hours, so this seems like a good time to kind of stop. But maybe I'll be back again tomorrow. Who knows? But probably Friday though, because Friday's my normal streaming day anyway. So yeah, I will see y'all bitches later. I'm gonna go make myself some fried chicken. I got